Yo, hello guys. What's up, what's up? What's up, guys? I think it's a bit loud, actually. Wait, let me lower my voice. What's up? Hello. Yo. What's up, everyone? What's up? Hello. What's up? Hello. It's hype. It's hype today. What's up, guys? What's up, everyone? Let's just jump right into it because we have a few things to get done today. Of course, this is gonna be the first one today. Well, I'm gonna do this. Hello? Wait, I think I need to refresh it. Yo, what's up, guys? Okay. Not a 4-star orchestra. Limited, probably arts, human lawful good. Not female either. So male limited, human lawful good. Human lawful good. And a guy. Or... And it is a limited. What's up, everyone? What's up? Emiya? Oh, that's a 4-star. And it is a permanent. But it's not AoE, it's not special, so it's single target. Oh, it could be special, actually. Human. He's neutral balanced, okay. Limited permanent. It is a guy, it's not an archer. Assassin? Wait, assassin? Wait, if it's a buster... Is Gramps considered human? No. Probably not, right? Let me just try it, actually. First son. It's a 5-star. He is human. That's not a bad try, then. Oh, it's Buster Special. Wow. It's Buster Special. 5-star male, limited human, Buster Special. What? Who the hell would that be? 5-star Buster Special. Who does damage, right? Buster Special. Male. 5-star. I'm pretty sure this Sakata Kintoki... No, it's not it. Who has a Buster Special? It's not Caster. And is a guy as well. Oh, one Juna has been added. Bima is a 4-star, right? Yeah. I think so. Enkidu is single target. Karna is, I think, AoE, right? It's definitely damage. Oh, wait. At the end of the day, it could also be an assassin lower than 5-star. Ooh, what if it's like a 3-star assassin or some shit like that? I would not be happy. Roma? No. It is a 5-star though. Oh wait, he's AoE? Oh wait, who's the one? Is it Constantine? Aha! I was thinking of Constantine because I know he has like a buff, a self buff, like a defense and stuff. Anyways. Hello, guys. Hello. We are jumping right into this. Yo, what's up, Zeno? Hello, everyone. What's up, Robert? What's up? Hello, everyone. Hi. Okay. So first, let me do the daily summon. and then let's discuss. Wait, is there anyone new? Voyager, I did see this banner being up. Okay. So I wanted to discuss something because I have something ready here. Miyu, I actually watched the movie. I watched the prelude movie. I recorded it and watched it. I haven't edited it yet, but I watched it. It's gonna be coming out obviously next week, as I said in the last episode, but I have watched the movie Out Under Snow. So that means that I'm leveling my Miyu. But I wanted to do it on stream because I wanted to see all of the ascensions. But now I get what like protection of Sakatsuki means on Miyu. Opinions? Really fun movie. Like really fun movie. I talked more about it in the actual movie, but I think like obviously there's some way that gets put out of the movie by knowing the outcome of it, because you know how it's gonna end, right? You know where this movie ends. So you're kind of just watching, you're just seeing how they get to that point. But still, it was just a lot of fun. So actually let me not do that. Wait, can I just clear this? Can I clear it? Oh. Let me do it like this, because I wanna manually select it. I'm used to manually selecting it now. It's a good damn story. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, Shiro was great. Also, I really like Shinji in the movie. Shinji was great in the movie. I was laughing my ass off. That was great. Oh, poor cursed arm getting Shinji as a vessel. Oh, that was so fun. And just seeing a bunch of the other masters in it was great as well. Like seeing some of the past masters from like 4th Holy Grail War and stuff was just really fun. It wasn't Cursed Arm. Oh, it wasn't? Well, whichever it was. I thought it was Cursed Arm. It was Zabania that crushed the heart. I don't know which one it was though. Either way, it was Shinji was great. We don't have a name. Okay, I see. The Zabania looked very similar to the Cursed Arm Zabania, so I think I called it the Cursed Arm one in the movie, but it's not that big of a deal. Cursed Arm has Shaitan's arm. Okay, yeah. But he got a very similar Zabania. Yeah. Okay, good to know. But yeah, either way, that was great. It was a really fun one, as I said. Yeah, really fun movie. Oh, it was so fun seeing Kirei in there as well. Kirei was great. Super success, come on. I didn't get a single super success yet. That's fine. This one's gonna be a super success. I don't want to spend another one. Yo, what's up, Luna? What's up, Josh? Hi, everyone. So you're gonna watch Prisma Phantasms or nah? Should I? I don't know. I don't know. Oh! Aha! Spoilers! I see. I see. Oops. Third skill name is also a spoiler. Wait, I didn't see it. It's just fun and more Shinji in it. I don't necessarily want more Shinji, but he was fun in the movie though. It's just because that entire it was just a really fun sequence, like really fun fight. Poor Sakura though. Oh my god, that was... I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not spoiling my reaction. It was fun. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, look, as I said, I know how it ends up, right? I knew how it ends up. I knew that Sakura's gonna end up in Ainsworth's pocket, right? And I knew that Shiro's gonna end up being imprisoned, like losing to Ainsworth and being imprisoned by them. Like all those things we knew before watching the movie. So it was just a matter of how it's gonna happen. The girl wanted to help, got trolled. Yeah. Bro, can I get a single super success? I'm trying to preserve some of my EXP. Brother. Miyu's rank up quest is pretty important. It gives like attack on her MP, right? Yes, one super success. Well, we got Miyu to 80. And her skills are gonna remain 111 because I cannot upgrade them. But oh, I forgot to have a Jason here. I did get my Bacastoria skill 1 to 8. So I have 885. So now the last thing that I have to do with her is get her skill 3 to 8 as well. So, and then I'm gonna be done with her for the time being. And also I'm trying to get this thing up to 7. So we'll get there. If not, she loses 3k HP each time he MPs. Is it a rank up quest or is it a interlude? It's a rank up. Okay, I'll do it off stream then. Perfect. Okay, we'll do these two now, guys, and then we're jumping straight into Shimosa. I'm not gonna be doing the Wu interlude right now because I want to jump right into Shimosa as soon as possible. First, I'm gonna do, I guess, Sherlock. It's so easy to get 10 10s to 10 servants, isn't it? Yeah. This looks good to me. Wait, is everything good? Yeah, it is. Oh, Miyu third skill name? Oh, shit. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sherlock Holmes, world-renowned investigator and the world's only consulting detective. I'm both the origin and the conglomeration of the very concept of a detective, and I represent all those who shine light on the truth. I shall have the pleasure of leading you to new mysteries and new truths. In consequence of a variety of very particular circumstances, I've manifested as a servant and have, for the time being, taken a precedence in Chaldea. I cannot claim to be utilizing my detective skills at their utmost, but I'm still myself, unchanged. The only difference now is that, rather than my accustomed seat, in my room situated in 221B Baker Street, I presently find myself in Chaldea's multipurpose sofa. On Chaldea's multipurpose sofa. Or so I say. I I gather that for some of you, this is our first meeting, while there are others among you who have long been familiar with my history and skills. If you're the former, let's see, simply think of what you're about to witness as memories from the shadows of the future. Or a dream if you like, though, lamentably, I'm unable to intervene in dreams. Which is to say, this is not a dream. Okay. Now then, let us begin. Have you ever read the most excellent and famous detective mysteries that feature Sherlock Holmes as their main character? I'll be honest, I haven't, Holmes, so you're gonna have to fill me in. Each features a detective solving various mysteries set in the 19th and 20th century. The stories are frequently adapted to film and other media. Surely you have at least heard of them. That I have. Yeah, it's Robert Downey Jr. and stuff, right? And so, seeing me manifest here as Holmes, one imagines you wondering. Was Sherlock Holmes an actual individual? Wasn't he a man of fiction? Indeed, curious, very curious. Am I the manifestation of the character in the stories written by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle? Or did the great detective Holmes really exist and were the stories based on the events of his life? In other words, were the stories written by Sir Conan Doyle adapted from the biography by Watson? This must be a great puzzle to you all as well. I had meant to bring this up one of these days. This time around, the story is not about the incineration of humanity, nor its restoration. The story is about yours truly. Okay. I'm trying to see how this is going to be relevant to the plot.
Good morning, Senpai. Did you get a good night's rest?
I rested well, thanks. Oh.
It appears Mr. Holmes has something to discuss with us this morning. Something about the battle simulator for training.
Good morning, delivery man. You have arrived at precisely the moment I anticipated. As Miss Kyrielite mentioned, I would like you to accompany me to the simulator for an experiment. The item I requested from Sir Babbage has finally been completed. I would like you to try it out.
An item, you say?
An explanation would be a simple thing, but it would be far better to experience it. It's not ray shifting per se. So there's no need to be nervous. I would, however, advise you not to let your guard down. What's up, Kyle? Hello. Some battle is to be expected, of course. Let us begin.
Excuse me, Mr. Holmes. Senpai hasn't finished changing into the proper Mystic Code.
Yes, I've already accounted for that and made the necessary adjustments. This is not a standard ray shift, so it's not easy, it's not easy enough for me to control. It is easy enough for me to control such minor details. Now let us begin. Begin simulation. Let's go. Okay, back in side effects.
Senpai, can you hear me? Good, we're connected. I'm glad. This feels more like a ray shift than a simulation. So where exactly is this place?
This feels familiar, maybe not so much.
Well, it doesn't ring a bell to me. Normally, the simulator creates stages based on locations we've visited in ray shifts. But this is wireframe?
To use the parlance of science fiction, you might call it cyberspace. In that it is virtual reality, it's not much different from the simulator. But behold, thanks to the program that Sir Babbage created, we're inside Chaldea's computer system. This place really does seem familiar.
Senpai?
Allow me to explain. The simulator you normally use to train contained a curious mass of data within the mainframe's internal memory. I lent my aid to the staff in an effort to remove it. But it's given us quite a fight, and so I requested the mathematical genius Sir Babbage to help us out.
Wouldn't it have been easier for Babbage to work on it himself?
I wanted to see for myself. Certain aspects of the venture tickled my fancy. So I asked Sir Babbage to do the impossible task of creating a program to hack it. I see. What's the point of me and Mash being here? Solving mysteries. While I certainly derive a certain distraction from solving them myself without anyone ever knowing. I had the opportunity to invite you along and took it so that I might provide a bit of a commentary while I went about solving this mystery. Uh-huh. And I simply could not do that were I alone now, could I?
So, because you wanted to comment on it, well, it is true that when a great detective solves a mystery, an audience is an absolute necessity. We have front row seats to Mr. Holmes' commentary, senpai.
That's cool and all, but it's really early. Indeed. And there's also the possibility of battle. I'm not entirely certain that my new spirit origin can handle it alone.
A new spirit origin? Mr. Holmes, didn't you mention that you manifested as a caster?
Well, you'll soon see. Now then, let's proceed, shall we? The node with the data mass in question is ahead. I would have liked to appear immediately in front of the data mass, but the target node is well protected. So it's the usual you know what. Well, let's go. I knew it.
Senpai, I'm detecting an enemy. Huh? But you're inside Chaldea's mainframe. You're in a computer, and yet I'm detecting a response from an enemy that actually has magical energy?
Ah, as expected.
Mr. Holmes!
Well, we're indeed in the simulator. I should warn you that the battle we now face will be more real than a simulation. Any injuries you sustain will likely affect your physical body in reality. Proceed with caution. Yep, saw this one coming. Huh, that's certainly reassuring. Let us hold nothing back.
Target approaching rapidly. Please be careful, senpai.
Thanks, Inshun. Ruler. So, this is the ruler one, huh? Okay. Ruler. Yeah, he is a ruler class, but he said that Mash said that he manifested as a caster version. So that's what he meant when he said he modified his spirit origin. That's what I'm saying. He's a ruler. I know. He doesn't have any other version. Dun, 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 dun. Sure. What's up, Lunch Reason, by the way? Yeah, what's up? Holmes is a summer male servant. Yep. He's the same as like Jerker and stuff. Just modified his own spirit origin. What do you even do? My dear. By the way, guys, is the Aprilia manga still going? I'm pretty sure it is, right? It's still going on. Yeah. Damn. So we're never gonna be seeing the conclusion of that. 1 month for another chapter. So it's like a Made in Abyss type of situation. Great. I believe it's pretty close to conclusion. I hope they'll do like one of those things where the anime, they like plan out a release of an anime movie close to like the ending of the manga and they kind of like do a dual ending. That would be fun. Kind of like what Attack on Titan did and stuff like that.
Battle has ended. I'm not detecting any other servants in your vicinity. Good work, Senpai. Senpai?
Bare knuckle boxing? What?
Now that you mention it, Mr. Holmes did use a special facade in previous battles, saying there was an issue with his spirit origin.
Supposedly there's still a third movie of Prelude in the making. Yeah, that movie is listed in my anime list, so... They already announced the new movie will be out when manga ends, so... Is that movie, do we know, is that movie supposed to like fully end the story in the anime as well? Or is that gonna be just one of the continuations and then there's gonna be an ending after the movie? Or are they planning to wrap up the entire story with the movie? Probably,
But this time, his appearance didn't change during battle. And he fought with his bare hands. Could it possibly be the famed mysterious martial arts style?
I would be so down for that. Oh, I'm excited to see how it wraps up.
Did Mr. Holmes utilized...
Famed mysterious martial arts style.
Did Mr. Holmes utilize taken directly from the stories of Sir Conan Doyle? Baritsu.
What? I haven't used Baritsu for a long time, but it's quite a thrill. What's the matter, Miss Kyrielite? And with you, Master. As my master, shouldn't Baritsu be familiar with you? To you? Master? Oh, so this is the time when he becomes like an official servant of Chaldea. Ah, yes. I suppose I neglected to mention that. I've officially become a servant of Chaldea and formed a contract with you. I did so last night. Ah, without me knowing? Nice. You can form contracts with me without me knowing? Great. We already had a connection, so it was only a matter of time. The rest, well, a variety of circumstances and changes have taken place. Is the label of ruler a typo? Ah, yes. I mentioned I was a caster. Forgive me. I lied. Nice.
A lie? Mr. Holmes, that's, well...
A jest. My apologies. I couldn't help myself. Allow me to explain in all seriousness. When I officially became a servant of Chaldea, my spirit origin changed significantly, much to my surprise, as I'm sure you can imagine. I was, most assuredly, a caster before, but as of now, I'm Sherlock Holmes, ruler. Phone contracts without you knowing sounds like my credit card. Nice. So there wasn't a typo.
Ruler, Sherlock Holmes! I see, so that's how it is. Since he's a great detective who has solved many difficult cases, it may indeed be appropriate to call Holmes a peacemaker or a mediator. No, I should not even say may in this case. I should say instead that this was very likely to happen. In the past, Jean, Martha, and Namako Sashiro all told me the following. In the case of heroic spirit summoning based on the Holy Grail, only actual saints could be summoned as rulers. But Chaldea's summoning system is not bound by such rules.
Bro, yeah. There's many people summoned as rulers. Curious, very curious. The detective ought to seek the truth and lay it bare. To make a ruling should be the job... of a judge or a jury. My goodness. Holmes telling the saints to eat shit. True. Chaldea's summoning system is bullshit. Yup. Oh fuck, I forgot to check Miyu. Well. I'll do it in the next one. Surely I'll remember.
By the way, there's something that's been bothering me.
What is it? The man... Oh, that was the wrong voice.
The man who was Sherlock Holmes, the world's greatest detective, and one and only consulting detective. May I ask a question? It's been on my mind for the longest time. Mr. Sherlock Holmes, which exactly are you?
What? Cut back to Melo telling us how she told Mr. Humanity not to put her in a royal class. By which you mean?
I believe you, Mr. Holmes. I believe you, Mr. Holmes, know exactly what I'm asking you.
Indeed, but as it happens, I would like you to say the words this time. Actually, it need not come from Miss Kyrielite herself. Master, you have the same question in mind, correct? Are you... okay, I see. Are you only a fictional character? Oh, was he based off a real character? Or like a real person? Actually, don't know.
That's it. That's what I was curious about. At first, when I met you all I could think was... the great detective really did exist, and I simply accepted that fact. Thinking about it though, I'm not really sure. I've never heard the truth from you, Mr. Holmes. On top of that, I recall you making contradictory statements about whether or not you're fictional.
Ha, I see. I anticipated that this question would come up one day, and so I cannot say I'm surprised. It is, after all, a perfectly reasonable question. Miss Kyrielite, delivery man. If you do ask outright, things may grow more complicated. Would you mind that? Mesh, after meeting nursery in London, talking books really existed. Yep, true. Wait until she finds out about, like, Sasaki Kojiro. Greek mythological heroes such as Heracles and the witch Medea, Karna and Arjuna from Indian mythology. Celtic heroes, the knights and the legend of King Arthur, Charlemagne's famous paladins, the giant killing Beowulf. The four retainers of Raiko who slayed the demon spider Tsuchigumo. Many myths and legends spoke of these heroes, and great men and women. Yo! Let us say for the moment that I'm indeed a creation of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. What then is to say that the individuals I mentioned are not similar creations. Yo, he's breaking the fate history. I was created during the time when Doyle wrote his stories, but many heroes of legend were created by people writing stories long after their respective moments in time. For example, Siegfried's story found in the poetic Edda, well set in the 5th century, was not completed until after the 8th century. Karna and Arjuna's story set somewhere around 5000 BC. The text itself, however, was completed sometime between the 4th century BC and the 4th century AD. Even the legend of Sakata Kintoki, Mr. Golden himself, was said to be set down in narrative form sometime after the Edo period. Other than him, the majority of the heroic tales of Japan's Heian period were passed on in stories told during the early days of the Edo period. So what you're saying is we have no proof that those people actually existed even in the Fate world. Their legends were told long after they lived. Ah, indeed, that's probably true. So what of me? Oh, I get it. Ah, you understand now. What difference is there between these heroes of legend and myself? None. We're essentially the same. But that isn't proof that you really existed. But that isn't proof that the other guys existed. Proof? Ah, I see. So you're saying there's no physical evidence throughout human history that proves my existence? There are indeed no official documents or records of my tenancy of 221B Baker Street. Or rather, records say that there's no such place.
Are you trying to say that it actually exists?
That may simplify matters for me, but allow me to digress for a moment. Consider the other heroes, other than myself. Hardly any heroes of myth have been proven to exist from the standpoints of cultural anthropology or archaeology. No remains have ever been found. Even places said to be the burial sites of the heroes of legend have provided no proof. One exception would be the Trojan War. Schliemann? Schliemann made the glorious, wonderful discovery that the Trojan War was actual historical fact. Before his great discovery, the poems of the Iliad were believed to be no more than legend. The same goes for the other heroes. Many of them are fictional, characters of legend. That's great. I like that.
As such, many heroic spirits also lack any definitive proof of their factual existence.
Indeed, to believe myself alone to be a fictitious being would be folly. Legends and similarly unverified tales are no more than stories humans tell, correct? The world is spherical, not flat. It's not carried upon the shoulders of the great Titan Atlas, as Greek myth would have it. The night is a result of the Earth's rotation, not of the goddess Nyx's cave. There is no record of the evil dragon Fafnir existing in the 5th century, and even the legend of Arthur was woven by Sir Mallory. In other words, this world is... I see. You talk too much. I don't know who it is. Is that Babbage? Oh, 01010000111111 1011100101. I don't care if it's real or fictitious. That's on seriously digitized shout. I suppose it's time. In the midst of all that prattling, we reached our destination.
The unidentified data mass, so the voice we heard.
Well, it's not unidentified.
But...
I can see why you might believe that, but think back. Why are we having a flashback? Allow me to explain. The simulator you normally use to train contained a curious mass of data within the mainframe's internal memory. I lent my aid to the staff in an effort to remove it. He didn't say unidentified. I see.
A curious data mass. Excuse me. I just said unidentified because that's what you made me assume.
You could have worded it better. My apologies. It's true. There's no need for Miss Kirillai to regret her words. It was easier to guide you all here by inferring that we were going to investigate an unknown entity. Of course, I've already deduced the identity of the data mass. And now we are closer. Now that we're closer, my belief is becoming a growing conviction. In other words, it's excess data that's been piling up in the memory of the battle simulator's mainframe. It's generated every time Delivery Met wins. Normally, it would be deleted every time training ends, but it appears some fragments have remained in the registry. Generates every time we win. Yes, it's anger that is generated. It's anger that is generated every time NPCs lose a battle. What?
Anger? NPCs? The enemy sprites we fight in simulation battles?
As they were created to simulate the enemies found in the singularities, the NPCs are very aggressive. NPCs are obviously not artificial beings. That's to say that they have neither emotions nor personality, yet they still have some measure of intellect. At least where matters of battle are concerned. They're equipped with AI so that they can think in battle. They're created expressively for you to battle. Expressly. Werewolf, goblin, wyvern, hermit crab, demonic boar. And a variety of shadow servants have also been created. It appears that these numerous NPCs felt anger each time they lost. Their anger secretly building up all this time. Precisely. Anger is not exactly the right word. And it should not even be possible in the first place. Wyvern mentioned. They were programmed to win, yet could not. NPCs should only be capable of acknowledgement of that fact. But someone twisted that acknowledgement into the emotion of anger, and that's our culprit. Rushed simulation, true. Well, I'll personally deal with the culprit later on. For the time being, we must pacify the NPCs our culprit has driven berserk in order to keep the simulator operating smoothly.
Wow, Holmes is amazing. He's talking like this case is already closed.
First, let's quell their anger. How do bits have anger? Yeah. Ooh, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Getting defeated continuously within the data sphere. Regret. I'll make sure nobody will be able to use the battle simulator ever again. Using us for every little thing. Die, Caldia. Die, Caldi. Die, servants. Die, master. We'll never drop ascension materials for you again. Ever. Why would real materials drop in a simulator anyway? True. To hell with embers. To hell with secret gems. Oh my god. Oh, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. Die, die, die and become access data too.
Magical energy response is increasing, Senpai. Prepare for battle.
I shall leave the commands in this battle to you, master. By the way, the mystic code best compatible with me would be...
Enemy response approaching. They're coming.
Egod. Egod. Okay, grudge data. Bro's about to get one shot. He has no idea what's coming for him. I got a 100-day login bonus, by the way, today, which was nice. I think it's 30 SQ. Yeah, the engineer is so good. Unlock the third state of bit. 0-1 grudge and regret. True. 100 days in hell, exactly. Yeah, 100-day milestone. That's big. It's over 3 months now.
Battle has ended. I'm not detecting any traces of magical energy around you anymore, either.
Good work, Deliveryman. The case is closed for now. This shouldn't damage the simulator's operation, and the NPC should no longer harbor anger. Never forget, Master, those beings battle you endlessly, day and night, so you might train and grow. Though they will no longer possess anger or feelings of regret. You'll be getting 30 for every 50 days of suffering, great. Even if they are no more than data with neither personality nor life, they're in a sense members of Chaldea who helped in your fight to save humanity. It may be best to keep that in the back of your mind whenever you go through a battle simulation.
Mr. Holmes.
So, what exactly are you, Holmes? You good? Returning to that topic would once more open up a can of worms, if that is alright. 100 days only already finished with the singularity is impressive. I mean, I have you guys to kind of like make sure that I don't get distracted from the story. So I'm blasting through it, yeah. Oh my god. I see you've already glossed over it all. Child of Hydra, dragon skin and fang, talons of the Tsuchiguma spider of the east, relics and noble phantasms left from the Age of Gods. Even behind the shadows of society, if you speak of the realm of magecraft, there should be plenty of proof you can present. Historical, fictional, why on earth would you be mentioning this now? I had no choice. If we had dug deeper, we would need to discuss matters such as parallel worlds or the pruning theoretical phenomenon, and I would even need to go into detail about the Age of Gods. I want to discuss that. I want to discuss parallel worlds. I just watched the prelude movie. I know all about parallel worlds. Why they hide his name here but not on his banner? I didn't even notice. We live in a world where the distant past retains no physical trace of us. That's the manner of uncertainty in which we live. It's It should be, since what we can see and touch and experience as the reality are brief fleeting events. Even secured by the sacred lens, such a thing could easily be stripped away if the means were discovered. Secured by the sacred lens. There's no need for humans to know. They shouldn't know. Plague Stella next. Oh god. That's why I was given the spirit origin of a ruler, as a mediator and a judge. I mediate the truth and rule over all creations to maintain the history of humanity. What? Rule over all creation? The fuck do you mean by that? Is someone who shines a light on the truth. I sense that the world is telling me that not all illusions and dreams should be laid bare. That's utter sophistry. You could very well have avoided any or all of those topics while explaining. Great detective that you are. It's quite vexing to hear you flatter me. Oh, it's quite vexing to hear you flatter me. Do stop that at once. Archer of Shinjuku. Your words cut deep. Wait, why do they censor his name here? I guess it's not programmed that you, wait, why do they censor it here even though we already played Shinjuku? Yeah, I guess it's not programmed in a way where it replaces it even after you play that. Your words cut deep. And well, they should. As I said earlier, dude is shunted into the ruler class because his caster form would literally kill Mystery in 0.001 seconds by nature of being Sherlock Holmes who reveals all secrets. Wow. Oh, one more thing. The tampering with the battle simulator was your doing, yes? Ah, I thought so. Okay, makes sense. Whatever are you talking about? I confess I was interested in the device from a mathematical standpoint, you see, and I did take a look at the system itself. No more than that, though. Let's have your story then. I noticed... have your story then. I noticed an inexplicable burst of static lasting only a few seconds during Chaldea's log this past May. Even I could not determine quite what it was. It must have been a special case indeed. I have at least a notion of what manner of phenomenon it was. You must have used that static blocker as a reference. If you knew from the beginning, then I'd appreciate you refrain from even asking. Honestly, you've always been such a pernicious detective. Oh, has there ever been an instance where I showed my wicked side to you within Serdol's works? Why, you... We got a summoning ticket. Okay, that was a fun one. That was really fun. And now let's do Intruders. And then let's go into Shimosa. Oh yeah, Miyu. I'm not forgetting this time. It's called Godchild's Wish. I want to know more about the Sakatsuki family, man. I feel like they just barely mentioned it in the movie. I want to know more about it. Let's go. Intruders. The MacGuffin family. I want to know more about it, man. Because, yeah, I don't know. Musashi! This trial quest is so long, is it? I can't believe this. Oh, it's the 4-star.
Whoa, hold on. You were cheating. I didn't even see when you drew your sword. Seriously, cut that out. What kind of nonsense is a move? I can't see even after I already... What? Is a move I can't see even after I already saw through your movement. You think people can just swing their swords around like chopsticks or something?
I do too, but I think this is all the lore they get. But we don't know anything about, like, the father. We know that the mom, obviously, like, the mom seemed like a pretty, like good person and stuff like that, but like, and we knew that the children were like divine children and stuff, but we don't know anything about like really anything more. Right? Also, I still don't know why. Actually, I'm not gonna say that. I'm inviting spoilers. I don't know if it's a spoiler or not, so I'm not gonna say it, but yeah. Miyu is the child of God, that's all. Huh. But all that was said about the children, I mean, they never said like who exactly the dad was, right? They just said that the children were believed to be like divine and like to be like deities until they were like 7 or some shit like that. Anyways, doesn't matter. Anyways, who's saying this? This guy. Strength is not from the body alone, but from a state of perfect zen and absolute purity. That was the ultimate strike, and I spent my entire career as a swordsman perfecting. That I spent the entire career. And yet, you were able to parry it somehow. I didn't pay much attention to this twaddle about the greatest swordsman under heaven, since it sounded like you made it up. We can discuss next stream and after the reaction goes live. Yeah, sure. But now, I must cut you down. No matter what, I must cut you down now. I must cut you down. Yeah, there's still many things about Miyu that I'm wondering about. That still feel like they are shrouded in mystery.
Wait. No way. I don't fight when I can't win. Besides, he tricked me. What do you mean the name of Yagyu of Ido is meaningless? Your skill with a sword is godlike. The people who told me your style was child's play lied.
Of course. Only the one who rules our nation knows the truth of my skill. Such is not meant for the likes of lowly peasants. This guy is currently on the banner, right? I think so. If you want to curse anything for being cut down in the middle of the street, curse your own aura as a swordsman.
Well, I can't really complain since I was the one who picked a fight with you. Wait, no, I will complain. Shouldn't a powerful swordsman and government official like you just ignore taunts from a wanderer like me?
Yeah, nice.
But no. Not only did you ambush me, but you weren't even taking the fight seriously.
Yeah, man really just told her she wasn't aura farming enough. True.
That's not fair. You bully. Bullying the weak is bad. Looking at him, it seems nothing else I say will matter anymore. This old geezer is unlike any opponent I've faced before. I can't see his attacks. I can't win. I guess this is the end of the road for me. Yes, it's that thing again. Thank you, merciful Bodhisattva. Since it looks like luck is on my side, I better take advantage of it and run. Sorry, but our fight ends here. Yagyu, something. I won't taunt you again, so just forget about me. Bye. Phew, that worked. I'm getting so dizzy right now.
What? She's gone. To think she would be versed in the demon arts as well as swordsmanship. I may have injured her, but her head is still on her shoulders. To survive my secret technique not once, but twice. Shinmei Musashi no Kami Fujiwara no Harunobu. I'll never forget your name. Good luck with that. Musashi. Wait, this is... Say the name 3 times very fast. I cannot say it once. This looks familiar. I've seen this place before. I have. I don't remember it. Have I?
My head hurts.
Hey, you okay? Event moment. Okay, thank you.
This is nothing. I can still fight. Wait, huh? Who are you? Where's that scary old geezer?
No, who are you?
I asked the question first. You're dressed funny. Looks like you're from another country. In any case, You, unfamiliar foreigner, before you name yourself, you must answer this. Who in the world am I? And where exactly is this?
You lost your memories? Oh, I have a feeling nobody's gonna be able to tell you your full name.
Yes, it seems that way. I must have hit my head hard. I forgot who I am. So I'd appreciate it if you could tell me my name. Oh, but if you don't know, that's fine too. If you could just point me to a nearby tea shop, I'll handle the rest myself. So, do you know my name? Do you know anything about this place?
I'm afraid I don't know either.
I see. Yep, then nothing I can do. This stuff happens. Sorry for asking so much. Anyway, let's get back to the introduction. What's your name? My memories don't matter, but I can call someone I just met hey you. I can't call someone I just met hey you, right?
Deliver Matt.
Okay, Deliver Matt. I'm sorry about slashing at you just now.
No, Zeno, you're wrong. What if your name starts with R and ends with N? I will give a shit about that then. Or what about if it starts with I and ends with R? Thank you, Robert.
You revived me, right? After I passed out? Well, it sounds like no one stole anything off me.
This quest is important because Musashi was actually introduced in an event before Shimosa chapter was released. As they're not rerunning this whole event, this quest is how they introduce you to her. Okay, I see.
It seems luck is on my side again this time. For someone as cute as you. No, for someone as pure-hearted as you to wake me up.
This new year is starting off great for us. Hey, partner, we've got some humans washed up over there. 2 of them. Look at that one, tasty looking meat and nice clothes. She even got swords around her waist. That guy over there though, no flair at all. No swords, no fancy getup, but perfect for physical labor. Let's grab him so he can make our meals. Not bad. It's about time we started aiming higher. A full-fledged Oni has human slaves. It'll keep those weirdos staying at the gate in check. Hey, you two humans there. If you don't want to die, come quietly and do as we say. If you resist, we won't have any real choice. We'll have to hurt one of you. Real bad. Can you fight?
My memory is hazy. I can't even remember my own name. Still, I'm guessing this isn't something we can just run away from, so... I mean, those are real Oni, right? Here we go again. I always end up in weird places like this. Fine, I shall fight. Deliver Matt. I'll trust you to cover me. I don't know where you idiots came from, but you sure have guts, talking weird trash like that to a couple of strangers who washed up on a beach. I can tolerate thieves, miscreants, Oni, centipede monsters, even Osakabe-hime.
Osakabe-hime?
But I just can't stand evil jerks like you. Now, an honest match, you Oni-looking
Villains?
Villains. Playtime's over. I'll send you back to hell.
She's Ikemen-con? If you know what that means. Ikemen-con. Something to do with Ikemen? Does she like Ikemen? Yeah, nice. Okay. Bro. This must be the weakest dragon I've ever seen in my life. She's also a massive Shota-con though. Unlucky. Unlucky. You killed a freshly hatched dragon, you monster. Yeah. It's fine, it's just a simulation. Pum, pum, pum.
Eek! What's with this human? She's super strong. The dual sword stance, ferocious yet perfectly controlled. The flexibility and ability to adapt any and all situations. This woman, don't tell me. She's the famous Miyamoto Musashi, the one who killed off all the disciples of the Yoshioka school. What? You know her, partner? Indeed, I once devoted myself to the way of the sword. I'm familiar with all of the famous swordsmen. This woman is Miyamoto Musashi, without a doubt, but no, but woman? A woman?
Apparently her name is Musashi.
Yeah, sounds about right to me, so let's go with that. Although, I can't remember what kind of person this Musashi is. Well, she's probably a good-for-nothing person.
Just read Vagabond and you'll find out.
In any case, we're still in the middle of a match. Hey Uni, thanks for telling me my name. Eek, if that's Musashi, there's no way to win. Sorry, Skeroku, die for me. Whoa, don't push me to the front. What are you, an evil Oni? Oh, wait, yeah. I'm gonna die here.
What the fuck?
Huh? I'm not dead? I'm still alive? You mean Musashi let me live? The same Musashi, they say, kills everyone she meets?
Oh, she's a pacifist.
Where did you hear that? My memory's still hazy right now, but I won't cut down an opponent who's lost the will to fight. We're not at war or anything. Isn't it a bit barbaric to kill someone on first sight? If I can scare away my opponent through intimidation, that's a perfect victory.
Damn, that's crazy. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, exactly.
All I want's money and fame. Killing my opponents will only make people hate me. Is that so? You say that, but each of your attacks was powerful enough to kill. Well, yeah, obviously. I didn't practice my blade work just so I could go easy on opponents. That said, I don't need a trail of blood and corpses following me. Only a true swordsman can stop a slash mid-strike.
Yeah, for someone with the ribs showing up, he sure has a big belly. It's actually disgusting. This abdomen, God.
I don't fight if there's nothing in it for me. Let me see. Well, if you have a bounty on your head, I'ma cut it off and get that bounty. But you don't, do you? You don't look like you've got a lot of money or like someone be paying for your head. Okay then, hit the sin, not the Oni. You know what? Just consider yourself lucky and forget about me. Right, since I think I know my name now, let me reintroduce myself. I'm Miyamoto Musashi, probably.
Yeah, the silent bellies are common during starvation. It's true. The abdomen does swell up like this, yeah.
Nice to meet ya, delivery man. For now, let's head to the tea shop and to the tea shop I see on top of that ridge.
There's a tea shop here? Oh, that's it? Oh, there's more. Okay. Get debated.
I see. Chaldea, servants in day shifts. Oh my. I never heard of any of those, but I have an idea of who you are now.
This interlude has like 7 or 8 arrows? What?
Are you saying I'm one of those so-called servants?
Oh god. Okay.
That doesn't sound right. I definitely don't remember getting treated like a hero or a famed swordsman. And it's not just because I don't remember much about myself, you know? That kinda makes my nose itchy. I can just feel that something about that's a bit off. I don't think I'm the same swordsman you know of, Deliver Matt. That's for sure, but... the little stuff can wait. Let's fill up our tummies first. Miss, bring more dumplings. Also, bring me some udon. Plain or not, doesn't matter. Just give me what you got.
Do you have any money?
Don't tell me. Deliver Matt, you don't have any money? Okay. Let's just sell the shop owner something of ours. This sword guard is quite well crafted, no? Don't worry. If I sell it, it'll cover travel expenses for a while. I'll share some with you too, Deliver Matt. I mean, selling it will kinda ruin its legacy and stuff. Luckily, I still have other swords. Anywho, you woke up on this island and you remember having been here before. Am I correct?
Nope, not me. Wrong.
How did you get back to your original world before? I wonder if that strange hole is somewhere on this island too.
Don't tell me, you too?
Yep, already got used to it. Happens to me a lot. I just kinda meander into weird worlds.
Mander?
Last time, I ended up in the western part of this place called America. I had to fight a bunch of guys with pistols.
Of course, yeah, classic America moment.
The priest that took care of me then said that I was a stranger. Apparently, I'm the sort who gets spirited away like all the time. That's why I end up in all sorts of places. Usually, there's a hole to return to in the original world nearby. So long as I can find it, I can get back to the previous world.
America. A swordsman who rages without realizing. Yeah.
Nah, that's just how things have always been for me. It's not like I'm dying or anything.
I see. Open-hearted and cheerful, like in all of the stories. Even in a predicament that would kill an ordinary person, she just shrugs it off. I'm at a loss for words. The Oni from earlier. No, hold on, Master from Chaldea. I'm Sukeroku. Raiden knows Sukeroku, caretaker of the fields and farms on this island. An Oni making a meagerly living in Onigashima, a land that lost its master and is now fated to disappear. I couldn't help but be concerned about the woman saying she was Musashi. That's why I followed you.
Oh, right. Don't just stand there. Care to sit next to me?
No, I can't sit next to Miyamoto Musashi, even if you're only claiming to be him. I'm afraid my head would come toppling off my shoulders at any moment. I think I'd prefer to stand. Also, I came here bearing good news. Onigashima is an island someone created, then abandoned. This place doesn't exist in the real world anymore. This is the boundary of dreams and illusions. These days, the only visitors we get are Oni with nowhere else to go, just like us. But today must be quite a special day. Many travelers have wandered into this dream. 3 great Oni occupying the gates. A master of Chaldea washing up ashore. And a lady swordsman calling herself Miyamoto Musashi tumbles into a place she's wholly unconnected to. Each of you with unknown origins, but doubtless foreigners. If so, you want to return to your native worlds, yes?
Yes. The dumplings here suck.
I really do need to get back to Chaldea. Well, then matters are simple. Head for the summit of Onigashima. Her shrine still sits on the summit of Onigashima, a sanctuary shrouded in her divine aura. This world's god will reject anything that's deemed unnecessary. Given that, foreigners like you should get bounced back to your original world the moment you reach the summit.
That's splendid. Thanks for the advice, Lord Raiden no Sukeroku.
Sure. You did spare my life, so I owe you one. No need to thank...
Okay. I, Deliver Matt, and Lord Sukeroku shall proceed to the summit of Onigashima. We just need to get past that gate in the distance, right? You can guide us, hold our luggage, and make our meals.
Yeah?
Oh, and I'm not really asking, I'm telling. Defy me, and I'll give you some pain. So better just do what I say.
What? Politeness X oppression, Musashi's power. And now we have yet another weirdo saber. In the first place, Miyamoto Musashi is known as the most powerful swordsman in the history of Japan. He's said to have lived in the early Edo period. The Niten Ichiryu he created a style that utilized both long and short swords, and is considered the quintessential dual-wielding style in Japan. The many duels Musashi fought with other swordsmen while he was in his 20s are known across the land, and served as inspiration for a great deal of literature and entertainment. By the way, has Musashi actually existed? Like, is it confirmed, or is it a Sasaki Kojiro situation? Among us Oni, Musashi is synonymous with the dual-wielding style, and is both feared and loved at the same time. So much so that many Oni children would swing around two clubs pretending to be Musashi. Musashi did? Okay. Sasaki Kojiro also existed? In Fate. Both exist in Fate. Okay, yeah, fair. But like, the actual, in our world, in actual history.
The Niten Ichiryu, the Book of Five Rings, the Throne of Void. I'm starting to remember things. I haven't reached the fifth blade yet.
Good question. You guys... Fate history is all that matters. Yes, he did. Thank you. Musashi taught people. Thank you.
When I was out in the Sagami area in hopes of training, I met a strange old man in a gazebo while sheltering from the rain.
I see. They say Musashi was born in Ohara, Sakushu. His father's name was Shinmei Munisai, the martial arts coach of the Shinmei clan in Takeyama Castle. His lord was the one who gave him the name Shinmen. Okay. Munisai set up a dojo for Jite skills in Miyamoto, Yoshino. Musashi considered this home, so later used Miyamoto as a surname. Wait, really, Zeno? Your messages are getting deleted? Why? You're a mod. Your messages shouldn't be getting deleted. Interesting. Huh. I don't know. Stories of Miyamoto Musashi are popular, but Shinmen Munisai was incredibly skilled as well. Considering that the name he gave himself as is Muni, which means unique, you had to be quite skilled to consider calling yourself that. To be unique is to be the singular ultimate one. In other words, it's a show of a powerful ego asserting none follow in his footsteps. Musashi, his son, calling his own style Niten, is surely respect for his great father. I'm getting a chill somehow. Do Oni catch colds as well? Don't talk about her dad. YouTube can't handle his aura. I'm down for that explanation. Oh, right. There's not much point in trying to recount Musashi's history with her standing right here, is there? It's certainly nothing she doesn't know. Sorry about that. A slip of the tongue. It just... None of the Oni are interested in stories of this sort, so... I can't help but be attracted to swords. Because of that, I spent a lot of time riffing through books and documents alone.
Well, I've never heard of any Oni versed in swordsmanship. On the other hand, I've heard of people becoming Oni-like in pursuit of swordsmanship. Oh well, I already knew that was the version of the story in your world.
What do you mean?
In my world, Shinmen Munisai was as violent as a storm.
This one must be Shiro's ancestor. True.
And his child was abandoned simply because she was a girl. But wait, she wasn't discouraged by the abandonment. Nope, she built a shed to live right under that bastard's father's nose.
Damn, okay, completely changing the story, huh?
I don't know what kind of swordsman Miyamoto Musashi was in the worlds of Lord Tsukeroku or Delivery Mat. But in my world, Miyamoto Musashi is still a nameless swordsman that lives each day in self-indulgence. Well, someone told me that I was from a world that went totally off the rails. A pruning theoretical phenomenon. That's why I'm different from the other Musashi, they said. When the Musashi in your world became famous, that's pretty awesome. When you get down to it, Miyamoto Musashi is just a careless sort of fella. But in this version, he was at least able to touch the throne of Void.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna have to break it down. Pruning theoretical phenomenon. I've never heard of that term before. What does it mean?
Who knows? Perhaps it's a destiny like the morning dew. I don't know all that much myself.
This is the first great gate. This was the gate that Kaza Koemaru guarded in the past. How dare you show up, seedy bald Oni and country girl who doesn't even have a long-sleeved kimono? Who is this? It's the new year. It's the first dawn of the year. The neighborhood's overflowing with New Year gifts and the Pharaoh's son. No day is as joyous as today. In other words, it's my turn. Who is this? Yeah! Oh. Why did you laugh like that? Why did you laugh like a ho ho ho? Oh, was it supposed to be like a Hime laugh? An Ojo-san laugh? Ho 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 ho. Yeah. It's the Ojo-sama laugh? Okay.
Eh? What's this? This quiet as if this was a mall. What? Eh, what is this? This quiet as if this was a mall where every store was shuttered and closed. There was a mistake, making an elegant and conservative entrance just because it's the new year. What was I thinking? Right, a pharaoh must be brazen like the glimmering sun for any and every occasion. Just like the great Ozymandias and Nita Chris.
You know I'm not like that. Not like that. What?
Yes, I appreciate your support from the bottom of my heart, Pharaoh Nita Chris. That's really not what I meant. Alright, now that I have my support, let's try this again. Yeah!
Okay.
I surprised you made it here. Scrawny, ugly Oni and girl with 3 buster cards.
With 3 buster cards.
But your advance ends here. I'll not allow any other further violence. That's because I'm going to turn this island into my second castle.
Shouldn't repeat the nightmare of castle this.
Right. I couldn't borrow a pyramid from Pharaoh Ozymandias this time. But I have superior money management skills. Give me 3 days and this guy will be renovated into a classy spa. Once I'm done, you will all be able to rest to your heart's content. The first 3 days of the year are special, so take it easy. Really? We have no money, but you let us stay in an inn? Of course, Samurai Girl. That obi you have is quite exquisite. I'm always looking for new girlfriends.
Okay.
So she says. No idea what she's talking about, but she seems awfully generous, I guess. It's the new year, right? How about we forget about going to the summit and just rest here?
It's a gorilla deck, yeah. A New Year's occasion will end.
No, you can take longer than those special 3 days. I mean, some schools are taking the entire week off now.
Who knows? I heard people are starting to work a lot sooner now.
I knew it. She runs a shady business.
What was this entire exchange here?
The only miracle in this world should be Udon. Let's defeat her and move on.
She holds her head high.
So high, not only do you not go with my plan, but you accuse me of running a shady business. Now I must fight. I am the final heir of the pharaoh fighting style, the very incarnation of beauty Cleopatra, the seventh Philopater. Philopater. I don't know what heroic spirit you are, but I'm not just a supreme beauty.
What? Pharaoh fighting style? You know it, Raiden? Yes, in a land far to the west, someone devised a magical attack strengthened by pompous acts and laughs. The more pompous and cocky you act, the greater king you become. I think those are the requirements to inherit such a fighting style. Obviously, I don't need to tell you that once you inherit the style, you always look at people with your head held.
Okay, stand back, Lord Sukaraku. That girl's weapon is a sickle chain as big as Bikens.
It's because Bikens. Okay. The sign of Toulon? When's Ptolemy's banner getting released? I'm thinking of pulling for Ptolemy. Sickle chain Anna? Sure. Mid-October? I might just save up for him then. In a month and a half. Nice. Eighth through 20th. That would be great. Because I was thinking about like maybe Ruler Kagetora or something, but like I looked up Ruler Kagetora's kit because I was wondering who I should save up for. And her kit is like kind of like very straightforward. Her skills are almost identical to Bakastoria's, and then her MP is just an anti-male MP. So I don't know. I kind of prefer a Ptolemy's kit, even though that kit isn't also very. I also looked up his kit as well. It looks pretty cool. She's not that good if you have Bakastoria. Yeah, because her skills are almost identical to Bakastoria's.
Yeah.
Amazing. The match is over. Winner. Shinman Musashi no Kami.
Ah, hearing that declaration of the victor felt so good. Thanks, delivery man.
Shh. You people don't know a good opportunity when you see one.
This is where you should be praising me. This is my chance to receive the greatest New Year gift ever. My unparalleled beauty.
Stay down, ma'am.
But I'll not give up. My dream of a fitness bootcamp island. For the sake of my dear Caesar, I'll make Cleopatra Fitness Island a reality.
Bye. For the sake of my dear Caesar. Poor guy.
Huh? She disappeared. I didn't even hit her that hard though.
She went back to Chaldea.
I see. Glad I didn't end up killing her. Okay, moving on. From the look of things, these servants you call them, I bet they'll be at the other gates too. It'll be good if you can talk things out with them, but if you have to fight, that's fine too. Building my sword will probably restore my memories, and I'm happy for any chance to fight a strong opponent.
Okay. Oh, this is a very long trial quest. Oh my god. Okay, come on. I want to start a Shimosa. Oh my god, I cannot do this voice right now.
Master here on New Year's. On New Year's, welcome. I'm the dream cat guarding the second gate. My name's Tamamo Cat Wolf. There'll be no lounging around a kotatsu eating mandarin oranges here. Now it's a fox skull. Deliver, Matt. Your friends are weird.
It's 5 arrows, so 3 left. Okay, that's fine.
Of course. Master has an A rank in endurance and will listen to even the ramblings of a wild cat with patience. However, this cat is strict. I've been carefully getting ready for a nice traditional New Year's meal since the end of last year.
Oh, oops.
I was willing to skip the last battle for it. Honestly, being an all-star is so annoying. So spilling my shrimp, resolved to duck out of any battles. When Master ordered a New Year's meal at a convenience store.
America's only possible with A++ endurance, true.
And he even ordered one for me, so considerate. But that turned out to just really make me angry.
We also have a Melo banner, don't you want her? I'm good. I'm not pulling for Melo. I'm fine. I'll leave the Melo for Zeno.
Ah, that's not good. Don't you know why New Year's meals are so elaborate, kid? They're made of food that lasts so that the lady of the house doesn't have to cook for 3 days straight.
Smart.
And they're made elaborately and lovingly with as many of the husband's favorite foods as possible. It's their way of showing their gratitude at the end of the year.
Huh?
Yes. They say New Year's Day dictates the rest of the year, you know. So traditionally for the wife, pleasing her significant other with a homemade New Year's meal is a way to infuse the relationship with love, spirit, joy, and mutual support for the whole year ahead. And you just went out and got a store-bought one. Even my jerk dad gets quiet in front of a New Year's meal.
Huh?
That's right. This kitty's chest is about to burst with sadness. Actually, it did burst, and the result was...
What?
Happy New Year, Master. I'm Tamamo Cat Woof Woof, the hawk.
Oh my god.
Never get store-bought meals. I'm Tamamo Cat Woof Woof Woof, and I'm taking it to the danger zone. As you can see, the sadness split my heart into 3 pieces, and the result was the raging feline Tamamo Cat. What's good enough? Now there's 2 more of us. You're gonna need a whole lot of carrots. Now we have no choice but to open up a maid cafe, or rather, a maid cafe. But where do we get the cats? Impressive. A maid enterprising enough to open up a cafe. How modern. Does that make Master the cafe owner? That's right, kiddies. So let's go grab our Master. Open cats. Eagle, jaguar, bear. Let's combine. Let's go, Master. It's time for a triple cat trouble.
Oh my god. Like the cat pun? Yeah. It was great. I mean, I one-shot this like this. I'm gonna do it second because it's gonna do more damage. For the Buster Cut effectiveness. Musashi just bombing it out here. Yeah. She's way too low of a level. That didn't even kill. That's fine. Bum, ba, bum. What? The let's gate's supposed to be here. But instead there's this weird field. And what's with that funky steel tower? Watch out, you'll be ambushed. Huh? A ghastly aura. What?
Huh. Not bad, new Saber. You guys just keep popping up like weeds, don't you? I've been watching from afar. What's with that cool battle animation? Just Saber should only use a single beloved blade. Using two is so wrong. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Dual wielding isn't a Saber style at all. Yeah, it's an archer style.
That's correct. I knew you would be the type of master who would understand. Deliver mat. Hello. Here's your New Year's present. It's red beam paste balls. Red beam paste balls. They sell at a station on planet Guntama.
It's archer style, yeah.
Anyway, did you hear that, newbie? Dual wielding is my thing, so cut it out.
Balls.
Even my self-control, which is reinforced as tightly as a plasma chain, is still about to snap. Either way, I'm going to attack like the victor of this fight. I'm Heroine X, the Space Saber. I work to maintain the balance of Servant Universe by defeating the ever-growing number of Sabers. All things must be perfectly in balance.
Also, how do you look up character kits? I just type in FGO character name kits and then go to the first link and then... yeah. I know that it can have spoilers and stuff, but like... I feel like if I know nothing about the character and stuff, I just look up this... I go to the official wiki, by the way. Yeah. Stop doing that if it's fandom. I just go to the official Fate, yeah, fandom probably. And I just look at skill 1, skill 2, skill 3, and then Noble Phantasm.
There's my ever so flashy Saber Ninja technique.
What? Saber Ninja technique, you say? Fandom has popular pages which can massively spoil. Okay, I see. I mean, I never looked at those. I was looking at it on my phone, so I didn't even see the other pages. Yeah, it's a demonic technique some traveler taught to the King of Knights. After the latter crossed the sea by mistake and got lost on Mount Katsuragi. Though extraordinarily powerful, it's a curse technique that becomes almost useless once its user joins your side. I never thought such a technique would ever get implemented. I mean, would actually exist.
I may not have a nameless Red or Babagen with me this time, but I do have barbaric techniques that can only be used alone. Get ready, dual wielder, and be careful, Deliver Mat. Don't underestimate me just because it's New Year's. I'm kinda seriously strong right now.
Please go easy since it's New Year's. Yeah, I'll be careful to not spoil myself. Don't worry. I also don't do it often. I just do it when I want to check out if I want to save for a servant or not. You can just write to Zeno next time to be safe. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Or me though, I don't have you on DC. Yeah. Oh, also I watched the Giga explaining Fate lore thingy. It's gonna be coming out tonight on the usual Prelia time slot. Instead of Prelia, there's gonna be the Fate, the Giga Fate reaction today. Hahaha.
This saber's in pain. This saber's a pain. Just like me, she'll do whatever it takes to win, and it really looks like anything goes.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, exactly. I watched it because obviously I already watched, as I said, I already watched Out Under Snow, so I was like, well, I feel like he cannot spoil anything more. I'm pretty sure he won't be spoiling like Licht or whatever the next movie is, so I just watched it. And yeah, I think I skipped a few tiny bits, not with Prelia, but like to do with Carnival, Phantasm, and I think something else. I think Apocryph, Holotaraxia. Because I was like, I kind of want to know, I want to see the story for myself, so I kind of don't want Ataraxia spoilers, so I skipped like 20 seconds there. But yeah, and like 10 seconds in the Carnival stuff. I don't think he spoils you on those. I know, I'm pretty sure he doesn't, but I skipped like altogether like maybe 20-30 seconds, so.
No way. Sure, I'll do whatever I need in order to win. But my policy is to master a single technique. Niten Ichiryu is an attempt to challenge and overcome an absolute one. I set my eyes on your weakness. I shall reach the apex of heaven. Now, prepare yourself. She's after my left hand. I know what she's doing, but I don't think I can stop her. Shh. Ow! Ow! I can't believe she destroyed the WFD bracelet on my wrist.
Best explanation he did was FGO1.
This was specially made by the new engineer that joined my Knights of the Round Table team, Lionhead. Very well, we'll finish this later. Actually, I'm running away because I'm scared. But don't think you won. A second and third me will appear one of these days. Just wait for it. Until we meet again, Delivermat, I'll see you in yet another spacey war someday.
Peace.
She also disappeared. Well, that was a strange opponent. Delivermat, are all servants like that?
I'm guessing there was an event with X as well that I missed. Zeno hates that with a passion. Most of Type Moon fandom agrees that it just did more damage, since why would you watch and show that it's this complicated? That's such a... That's a bit of a weird take. I don't know. I think it was just a passion project on his end, right? He just wanted to do something that he... talk about something that he loves. And I love watching videos like that. I love watching passion projects of creators. They're always so fun to watch. You can tell that he loves what he's talking about, and he's really passionate about it, and it's always fun to watch. I don't know. Yeah.
I see. So she's an exception among exceptions. That explains why we got along so well. So what exactly does that mean? Neither she nor I are really part of this world. In a sense, we're alike like that. That way. You know, and I'm the kind of girl who randomly wanders into different worlds. I know how it feels to be left out, no matter where you are. I knew it. Anyways, this is the final gate. We're almost to the top. Let's hurry before someone else stops us.
It'd be fine as a parody, but people think most of this stuff is real and that complicated. I mean, if you watch the video, he legit says, get into it in any way like that you want. It doesn't matter. He says that like he makes, or not makes fun, but he kind of pokes fun, I guess, at the videos that actually talk about, hey, you need to watch it this way or it's gonna be wrong, right? He says, get into it in like any way that you would enjoy it and stuff like that. He says that it's really, really easy to get into. Anyone who's put off by the video probably wasn't gonna get into it in the first place. I agree. I think if you're watching that video, you probably already are interested in getting into it.
Wow, so that's what the incineration of humanity was? You battled and went through a lot. That means you took back our history and future, right? That's amazing. I'm sure everyone praised you for that. So let me add in as a bonus. Good work, Delivermat. I'm sure it was a long year for you. Oh, and another thing, Master of Chaldea. Happy New Year. Thanks to you, I can continue my journey.
Wasn't your goal... what's your goal for your journey?
My journey's goal? That's...
Yes, I would like to know as well. Shinman Musashi, what do you seek?
Also, is this the last arrow, by the way?
My journey is just to perfect my skills, so there's no real goal. I guess if I had a goal, it's to get home to my world and to master my blade work. My dad, Munisai's blade was about one. A perfected one. A one that reached heights that could never be exceeded. But I hate that damn old man. So I want to surpass him, no matter what it takes.
Yeah, it's the last one. Nice.
So on a sword that can exceed one. Before I die, I want to reach the throne of the void. I want to achieve 0. There it is. I feel it. Deliver, Matt. There's a hole there.
You got here pretty anticlimactically.
Well, you're right. It's too bad since we got to know each other so well. I have my own world, and you have your own world of Chaldea.
Pum. Yeah, I agree, Robert. I agree. I think publicity is good. All publicity is good publicity. I agree.
It's a shame, but we have to say goodbye. But if you have the chance, I'm sure we'll meet again somewhere.
No, that'll never happen. You'll die here, Shinmei Musashi.
Not all publicity? Yeah, it's a bit of more of nuance than that, but I think the general take of that stance.
You said you wanted to go home, right? But that was never going to happen in the first place.
Benkei? Benkei? Wow. What's up?
Did you know me, Skeroku? Did you follow me around because you hated me for some reason?
That's right. For a long time, I had forgotten how I became an Oni. On that day, I fought with you. After I killed those monkey-like brats in the Miyamoto village, I just happened to pass you by on the mountain road. What a beautiful sight you were. There in the twilight, the very embodiment of evil. I knew instantly that I had to fight you or I would have regretted it. That's how beautiful your demeanor was. It was enough to drive me mad, and I let you go. And you defeated me, and now I'm finally able to remember your words you uttered at that time. If it's for money or honor, I'm going to run. If it's for hate or duty, I'll run then too. But if you say your spirit can't survive unless you kill me, then I shall fight you. If our lives cannot exist without killing each other, then I shall resign myself to this bloodshed.
Yeah, that sounds right. I'll kill someone for that reason.
Indeed. So then you defeated me, and I wandered the world harboring a grudge. The next thing I knew, I had become an Oni that had forgotten everything. But meeting you brought back my rage. I'll repeat what I said then. Fight me, flower that blooms at the apex of heaven. Life is meaningless to me if I don't kill you.
Sorry, Delivermat. Can you help me out? I don't think I can slay him completely, but with you, I can let him move on to the next life. I know it's a pain, but...
Sure.
Yep, I knew I could count on the one who saved the world. It's impressive at your age. Very well, you obsessed Oni. I don't know who you are. No, I don't even remember your name. You must be one of the many warriors I slew. I doubt I'll remember this fight either, but come. I'm Shinmen Musashi no Kami Fujiwara no Harunobu, master of the Niten Ichiryu. With my 5th force, I shall cut your obsession crosswise.
He's already dead. True.
では一曲だけ。それが祭りの彩りに思い出す。私一人になった政権ばかりではありません。炎鵬待ちわびていました。光の輪。
Shinmen Musashi no Kami Fujiwara no Harunobu. That's the one.
はやたどり着けぬ理想郷。目に映るもの、すべてを灰に。龍脈昇格兵装装填。ラウンドランス、並列抜病。祈りの槍、救済の剣。ここに。
I read the enemy's name is Ari Makinen. I don't even play Uma Musume. True. Oh, easy clap. Looping, baby, looping.
ありがとう。元気だった。徹底待ちわびていました。黒金の城、神域の技。円卓は空席なれど、清掃にほころびはなく、楽園から離れようと、グゼの童話は今も確かに。よし、今回も生き残ったわね。うどん食べに行くか。
Bum, ba, bum.
Arima whatchamacallit, your life is mine.
Nah, I'm good, Emmanuel, I'm good. Whoa, oh. This inescapable declaration of death. This is it. This is the flower of the blade I saw on that day. Haha, but how futile. Poor Musashi, how sad Musashi. The desire to return home. You cannot return anywhere. You are the same as the heroic spirits. I'm sure you've realized it already. Your world disappeared a long time ago. You were ejected from your vanishing world and you are going up a creek without a paddle through the worlds of others. You'll be an outcast, forever and ever. There's no world left for you to belong to. You will never be able to return home, and your journey will continue forever. That is, until the time you meet the greatest foe of your life. Thus, I pity you, for such a master of the arts does not exist.
Hold it. I hate to criticize someone's dying words, but what are you talking about? I can encounter all kinds of greatest foes. I mean, I was almost killed by a scary old guy just recently.
No, that's not it. That's not it, Musashi. There are no doubt better swordsmen, greater masters than you. But that's not what I mean by your greatest foe. It's the path that you seek. To a swordsman, the greatest foe is one who has mastered the path, the origin opposite of their own. But that will never be fulfilled. Such a person doesn't exist. The swordsman of the heavenly eye, that path where zero rivals one. That path where zero rivals one is. That path where zero rivals one is. In other words, where zero rivals one is, in other words, infinity. Okay. Oh my god, that sentence. Okay. No swordsman has ever reached infinity. Such a path is something no one can ever reach. Thus, your journey will never end. You're just like a drifting boat. Oh, how I pity you, Musashi. How sad you are, Musashi. All your talent will never pay off. Even with all your training, you'll never get a chance to truly use it. Like a flower blooming in the twilight, you'll only scatter idly. Damn. There are some powerful dying words.
Be gone to your next life. Someday, I'll join you. ... Alright, now that the pain in the neck is gone, it really is time to say goodbye. That Oni said I can't go back to my old world, but don't let it bother you too much. If nothing else, I can go back to the world I was in before I came here. Just like how you'll wake up in Chaldea. Oh, if you don't make it safely back, immortalize me in a journal or something. Well, we were companions for a while. A really, really short while though.
I want you to remember too.
Yes, of course. Anyway, goodbye, Master. Oh right, I'm so dumb. How could I just realize this now? A once in a year, joyous and happy event. Of course it was fun. This was the first dream we had in the new year.
Yeah, see you later, Musashi. God damn. Okay, so that was the introduction of Musashi. What?
Good morning, Senpai. Happy New Year. As I promised last night, I'm here for your 7 o'clock wake-up call. You're going to have Da Vinci with her... You're gonna help Da Vinci with her mochi-making party, right? I can't wait to... Master? Is something wrong? It looks like you were crying.
Had a strange dream.
I see, but it wasn't a bad one, was it? How do I know, you ask? I can tell. You look very happy. It was sad, but there was also something good. That's the look you always have when that happens.
Let's go see Da Vinci.
Right. I'll accompany you on our first mission of 2019, Master.
Cleopatra was in this event because Cleo was the New Year servant. That makes sense. Okay, that was the introduction of Musashi. And now it's finally time to... oh, a new wheel? New wheel from Zeno as well came. It's time to go into Shimosa. I'm gonna go to a quick toilet break before we do that. Get some more water, and then we're starting the new singularity. Okay, let me see the wheel first. Ah! All good. I did not think it was gonna open there. Mad Go Ham. Mad Go Ham must keep frontline support alive. Class quadruple. turn limit, and no CEs except support. Okay, so that is the Shimosa wheel. Let me put it on the other wheel here that I have. Okay. We have it ready now. Read the message. Oh, let me see. There'll be restrictions that requires new stuff for it to work. We got this new one, and then you'll be able to take the story support. You have to take her. That's the only rule. Wait, this new one, and you'll be able to take the story support. You have to take her. That's the only rule. So wait, I have to take the story support. I was spoiled for FGO. Yo, what's up, Juan? What's up? Kev as well. Oh, what's up, Kev? You'll get it later, don't worry. Okay. Okay. Let's start Shimosa. It's gonna be hard to follow up on Agartha, on the peak that was Agartha. But I guess let's see how they do it, you know. Let's see how they do it. A hawk cries out somewhere in the distance. In Mount Kimbo's Reigando, an old man awaits the final moments of his life. Thanks, Robert. I appreciate that. His name, Shinmen Musashi no Kami Fujiwara no Harunobu. Which is to say, I'm speaking of myself. Yes, I'm Shinmen Musashi. Wait, Shinmen is the, Wait, I'm Shinmen Musashi, one whose blade has spilled the blood of countless others. Perhaps I was once called... Okay, I thought it was... Okay, my bad. It is Musashi. Perhaps I was once called Miyamoto Musashi at some point, but that doesn't matter now. I'm so hyped for the singularity. I'm excited. You guys have been hyping it up. No, not yet. I refuse to sleep just yet. Come now. Eyes, open up. Yes, that's it. I may well end up dying today or tomorrow, but it won't be right this instant. Patience. After all, my visitor has yet to arrive. Now where was I? Ah yes, my blades. I killed quite a few people with them. Blades. They're tools for killing, for cutting and slashing human bodies. They once referred to tachi and katana. Now they refer to katana and wakizashi. Blades are carried by soldiers, not by warriors, by bushi. They could also be called samurai, a variation of the word saburao, meaning to serve, as they serve their masters. No female voice for this one. I don't know who it is. I'm just losing 50-50s. I mean, I know who it is, but I don't know who it is. In any case, those who command these warriors are known as generals. A general is like nothing so much as a master carpenter. He must know how to make use of every tool at his disposal to carry out his master's wishes. Even now, I can hear a young Iori telling me he doesn't understand what I mean. Perhaps Mago no Jo would have that smug, knowing expression about now. Yeah, I imagine he would. Me, I'm hopeless. I didn't understand anything back when I was young. I just traveled the world, cutting down any who challenged me. I could never have hoped to be a general. At best, I would have ended up some minor commander bound for some tiny domain. How foolish. The Iori this person is talking about is Miyamoto Iori. Ah, yes. Of course. Of course, yes. The Miyamoto Iori. Of course. Yeah. Yeah. So it's a guy? Okay. Yes, foolish. What point is there in being good with a blade? It's good for nothing but killing and maiming others. Perhaps my life might have been more worthwhile had I been a painter. No doubt Takeda Matabe would laugh if he heard that. He would say I'm spouting nonsense in my old age. Yes, you're right, Matabe. It is far too late for me to allow myself to wallow in regret now. As if I would ever say something like that. Ha ha ha. There's nothing wrong with a bit of foolishness. I lived in a chaotic age where the screams of agony were common as birdsong. I've no regrets. I spent my whole life cutting, slashing, slaughtering. Come then, fate. Show me what my final moments hold. Spirits in heaven, forgive me for such fruitless dreams. Treat them as no more than ramblings of an old man on death's door, and pay them no heed. Still, I've precious little time left. My eyes may close forever, even before the fateful moment arrives. Well, this is troubling. How truly vexing. Gods, Buddha, at this point, I'll even take an Oni or a demon. Please, give me more time so that I may reach my destiny. I don't think I'll be able to do so in the bowels of hell. If that is impossible, then... if only this world were itself a living hell.
Oh, senpai. Speak of the devil. I was just heading to your room to look for you. I finally found something I've been trying to find for some time.
Why were you so keen to find Mash?
No, I wasn't looking for it for my sake. If anything, it's more to do with you, senpai. Let me start at the beginning. Let's see. Senpai, you once said that you want to meet Miyamoto Musashi, the famous swordmaster, during a dreamlike experience, right?
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Mash.
You don't? I guess there's some rule we don't know about that uniquely affects miniature singularities. Very well then, let me tell you what you told me right after you returned. Unlike the historical Miyamoto Musashi, this one you encountered was a woman, perhaps from a world of pruning theoretical phenomenon.
Ugh.
She may have been one who travels between worlds via some special means, or even a living human rather than a heroic spirit. Whatever the case, that was the Musashi you met. I found this very intriguing. I had nothing to go on but what you told me and the circumstantial evidence. And there was one more thing, something that kept nagging at me personally. If Miyamoto Musashi has been split into two different people, one male, one female, there may be a reason for that. Of course, there are a fair number of heroic spirits with numerous what-if spirit origins registered here at Chaldea alone. Maybe that's the case with Musashi as well, or maybe she's something completely different. Either way, I had to find out.
And did you?
Yes, and I couldn't have done it without the whole staff's help.
It was no big deal. There was all sorts of always accessible text formatted data already saved to the standard library. Unfortunately, image data of authentic original text isn't as easy to find. But luckily, we recently happened across some that was saved to a standalone underground library. I think my heart skipped a bit when it first turned up, though. After all, it said not to look at it in the README file. Nice. The README file. Still, I scanned it for viruses and it came up clean, so it should be alright. Probably just someone's idea for a practical joke. Anyway, I hope this book taken of the original manuscript for the Book of Five Rings helps you two out. Later.
Thank you so much.
That's the book Musashi wrote. Oh, okay. Isn't that...
Yes, this is the book that the Miyamoto Musashi who left his mark on our history wrote. The female Musashi that you met had nothing to do with it. For one thing, she hadn't materialized as a servant, right?
Okay, so she was a human, okay.
Moving between the worlds while still alive. Alternate histories, but with the exact same name. A different version of the exact same person. Senpai, can you wait for a while? There's something I want to try. If the Musashi you met was different from our history's Miyamoto Musashi, but she also had the same name and fought with two swords, then we may be able to find something else they have in common, or maybe even some way in which they're entirely different in the manuscript. I know I'm grasping at straws, so I can't offer anything more definitive right now, but...
Okay, I'll help.
Thank you, Senpai.
What? What's up? So you were discussing the Book of Five Rings, were you? I really must say, it might be just a touch difficult to decipher it and to find a proper expert.
Ah,
Musashi and Kojiro are like peas in a pod. Oh no, I may call myself Sasaki Kojiro, but who's to say that if that's indeed who I truly am? No, I'm merely a stick-waving samurai who stumbled onto this name. Yes, a mantle. A bit too deep voice for them. I cannot do Miki Shinichiro's voice. I certainly heard that name, Miyamoto Musashi, but I've never actually met him. Indeed, I've no connection to him whatsoever, nor for good or ill. Nonetheless, now that I go by Kojiro, I cannot ignore the mark that Shinmen Musashi has made upon this world. You can do better than him, surely. Oh, surely, yeah, of course. Knowledge of the Book of Five Rings was bestowed upon me when I was summoned as a servant, whether I wished it so or not. As such, I know it quite well, though I cannot say how comprehensible its contents will be to you, Lord Delivery Mat. Everything up to the Book of Earth and the Book of Water can be interpreted easily enough, but beyond that, it's more a book of riddles than a manual. Says he voices characters as if he's shivering. Its final chapter, the Book of Void, is nothing more than a scrap that lays Musashi's feelings bare. Nor are they described in a tangible, material manner. Void discusses what lies beyond, the karmic laws one's eye can see. And the concept of zero, which at the time was at the very bleeding edge of Buddhist studies. Indeed, it reads more like a philosophical treatise created to help the reader accept this new way of thinking.
Excuse me. I'm afraid I completely forgot. Sasaki Kojiro! I'm sorry for getting carried away. I didn't mean to shout in your face like that. But I just remembered that you showed up in the story about the famous duel on Ganryu Island. Of course, some say that the story was just invented some years later. And you're also rather unique when it comes to heroic spirits. But that's exactly why I should have thought to ask you about it first. And yet, for some reason, it never really occurred to me until now. Huh? That's odd. I feel like my head was swimming in some kind of haze or something.
Please calm yourself, Lady Mash. Take a few deep breaths and make sure you're getting enough oxygen. Now, may I ask what you mean to do with the Book of Five Rings? Do you mean to summon Musashi to Chaldea as well?
No, not exactly.
Though I'd like to see her again if I could. You never know for sure when it comes to Musashi. Oh, so you met Miyamoto Musashi, but not the historical Miyamoto Musashi of our world. Rather, she's a woman with thin arms who wields two katana, claims to be Musashi, and aspires to perfect her swordsmanship. Fascinating. She sounds very much like me, and is entirely different. I may be Sasaki Kojiro, but inside, I'm merely a single manifestation of one of the many legends surrounding him. I'm but the shadow of the moon, as reflected in a pool of water. But you say this mysterious Musashi you met is apparently the Musashi, rather than one of his manifestations. Fun fact, Cloud and Sephiroth took some inspiration from Musashi and Kojiro. I never played any Final Fantasies, so... In which case, did this female Musashi ever tell you this? Kojiro, you have lost. According to other swords masters, that's what Musashi said to Kojiro after the latter had cast aside his scabbard for his own accord while awaiting Musashi on Ganryu Island. There are numerous interpretations of their duel, but there are no lines more famous than this. As such, those words would prove that this Musashi was indeed who she claims. Perhaps you even came to believe she was Musashi because you had heard her speak that line, Lord Delivermet? No. No, she never said anything like that. Oh. That complicates matters. Then I believe this female Musashi has yet to reach the void. Which may then make you the final piece of this puzzle, Lord Delivermet. Musashi was my most ephemeral rival, a wielder of two katana, for whom Sasaki Kojiro had waited since time immemorial. There have been many swordsmasters in Japan's history, but despite being flashy and controversial, none so well known and beloved as him. He was a brilliant martial artist with nary a loss to his name, Shinmen. Musashi no Kami. Fujiwara no Harunobu. That does sound like me. Wait, which one is this? But I never dreamed I'd have the luxury of someone overseeing it all to the end. I never thought things would turn out this way.
Senpai? You look pale. No, more than pale. You look ghostly white. Wait, this has happened before. What's wrong, Senpai? Senpai! Senpai! Please wake up, Senpai!
What?
What's all this commotion? It's early. What's wrong, Mash? You seem awfully worked up.
Shoten Doji isn't at Chaldia? Oh god.
Why, you're as pale as Uni. Oh, and I see Master's collapsed in a heap.
He's out cold, isn't he? But don't worry. He's still got a pulse. We're neither too late nor too early. I shall go and fetch Lady Martha. Lady Mash, please remain calm. Lady Doji, keep an eye on things.
Well, it's not like he's dying or anything. Although it does feel like there's some kind of magical energy here. Never mind. I guess it was just my imagination. Hey, Delivermat, wake up or I'll start nibbling on you from the head up, head down.
Senpai, can you hear me?
There you have it. Mr. Delivermet has fallen into a deep coma. Oh, is it Martha?
He was still examined, but nothing was found to be amiss. If anything, he appears to be a picture of health. Yet he'll not wake up.
Head up? Wait, what did it say? Head down, my bad.
Not even all the healing focused casters in Chaldia
working together, are able to open his eyes. And according to Mesh, this is not the first time Master has succumbed to such a coma. When this happened before, I believe the cause lay with.
Yeah. Okay, I thought that that's what she was referring to.
Oh, my apologies. Ultimately, the King of Mages was responsible for that, of course. Though you were certainly complicit, you are not the sole cause of the problem, nor are you the sort of man to repeat the same crime twice. Nonetheless, I shouldn't help but suspect that you might know a thing or two about this. Silence. Keep prattling on and I'll burn you to ash from the inside out. Do not speak to me. I have no interest in whatever you have to say.
Oh,
Just keep your mouth shut, Holmes.
that's Holmes, not Martha. Quite a shame, that.
I thought we might find common ground as gentlemen who share a fondness for tobacco. Very well then, I shall refrain from further conversation. I was merely hoping you might be able to help contain the situation. But I shall respect your wishes and do nothing,
And do with your cooperation. Lost the 50-50, as always.
However, as this matter concerns Chaldea's sole master, it is of utmost importance. As such, I shall be continuing my investigation.
I think Holmes is the only one who calls the master Mr. Mrs. Really? Interesting. Well, there's so many servants here in Chaldea that I just never interacted with. Like Doji, right? Or I'm pretty sure I don't know if I interacted with Martha ever in Chaldea up until this point. So I don't know how others would call me.
Do what you will. It's no concern of mine.
Event moment, yeah.
There we go. That should have been helping out in earnest. It's a shame that things have come to this, but now that they have, everything depends upon all of us doing our best. And of course, upon Mr. Delivery Mat's own battle.
Uh-huh. Undetermined. Shimosa. AD 16... 7 Duels of Swordmasters. Okay, it's gonna be focused on... That's the Edo period, probably, I'm guessing. 1639. That's my guess. Open eyes. You see a blue sky stretching out above you. The reveal is that it's not a pseudo-singularity, but a pseudo-parallel world, by the way. Uh-huh. Of course, yes, of course, of course. The pseudo-parallel world. So, I mean, I don't know what... Okay. I guess we'll see what that means.
Huh? Already awake? I thought you'd be out for at least another day. Wait, no, sorry. Why do I always say the first thing that comes to mind? Okay then, to make up for that, let me tell you what's going on. Seeing as it's such a nice day, I decided this was a good time and place to eat, and I unwrapped my meal, and was just getting ready to eat when you suddenly fell from the sky. I caught you purely on instinct, but in the process, my rice ball fell into the dirt. But anyway, I tried calling to you and slapping you awake, but you were out like a lantern, so I figured I was in for a day of waiting around here to keep an eye on you. But then you just went and woke up on your own, like Yachi Rube. I see your luck is still as strong as ever, or maybe Lady Canon has taken you under her protection.
You're speaking names.
Anyway, let me introduce myself again. I'm
Musashi.
That's right. I'm Musashi, but you can just call me... I'm Shinmei Musashi no Kami Fujiwara no Harunobu, but you can just call me Musashi, like you did before. It's been a long time, Delivery Mat. I'm so glad we were able to see each other again.
Okay, this is the Musashi verse. Okay. Looks cool. Looks like a Hokusai painting. You have to call her by her full name. She gave me the slip to call her by Musashi. So, support only. I do not want to use Musashi. Level 70 Musashi, she's gonna be on the back burner. What? Also, I should have used Atlas. Fuck. That's fine. Is it because it's a parallel world and I cannot use any of my Pokemon? Ah.
Thanks for filling me in. I think I got the lay on the land now. The lay of the land now. So basically, you don't know where you are or how you got here.
I don't want to use the level 70 Musashi. If it was at least like all 3 skills, then it would be kind of fun because it's a full kit.
Usually, you've got a thing that lets you talk to your comrades, but for some reason, you can't do that now. And to top it all off, you can't be totally sure that this isn't a dream. That's about it.
It's just like the first time we met. No. This Musashi can be 444 for all I care. I just want the last one to be 4. I don't want it to be missing.
Oh, back on Onigashima. I already crossed a few more worlds since then, but never mind that now. Did you get over your dizzy spells? Okay, I can trust your story then. The last thing you remember, you were still in your own world back in Chaldea, and bam! Next thing you know, you're waking up here.
Oh god.
I can't say for sure whether you're dreaming or not. But I've heard stories about people's spirits leaving their bodies while they dream. Some puppeteer with glasses once told me that while it was extremely rare to travel to other worlds while dreaming, it does happen occasionally.
Something like that is going on with Shiki. What? I'm eventless. I do not know any event stories.
At any rate, even I'm surprised by how far off the beaten path your life takes you.
You think?
Sure, it makes me feel closer to you than ever before. It's great to finally have someone to talk to who really gets me. And since we have so much in common, I'd be glad to help make sure you wake up from this dream safely. My best guess, you probably are dreaming, but at the same time, this world also really exists. At least, I think it does. So if you end up dying here before you wake up, you probably end up dead for real. I've seen people die to curses, some stuff like that. I've seen stuff like that more than a few times. So as Musashi no Kami, I hereby offer to serve as your guard until this thing blows over. It's been so long since I've said something like that. Makes me feel kinda silly. Somebody even trusted a ruffian like me to look after a plot of land once, if you can believe that. Don't worry, I protected a fair few over the years. So just relax and let me handle everything. In fact, to be honest, I just came here a day ago myself, so I've been a little nervous about exploring this place on my own.
So we're both in the same boat.
Yep. Though I'm not nearly as out of place as you are. The air's kinda different here, but this is still the Japan I know.
So I'm guessing 1639 is the time where Musashi was actually alive as well.
That said, I'm afraid I don't know anything more about what's going on than you do. Sorry about that. I bounced around all kinds of worlds, but it seems I can't go back to worlds I've been to before.
Oh, okay.
I'm always getting called stranger and world drifter, and other stuff like that wherever I go, so I'm pretty much always starting from scratch.
Died in 1945. Okay.
A lot of the time. I get rough types getting in my face and picking fights and stuff. Sometimes it gets me so riled up I can't control myself. But with you here, I'm sure you'll talk me down from doing anything foolish. Lady Canon must have had a hand in this. I mean, you ended up here just because you were talking about me, right?
It must be fate.
Anyway, I'm glad you're here with me. Let's find out what's up with this place together. We'll look for a way to get you back to your own world, and a way for me to keep going with my journey.
I'm in your debt. I'm in your debt that I am. I'm glad you're here too. Too cute, Musashi. Sure.
Okay, now that we're all caught up, what say we get moving? From the look of things around here, I can say for sure we're in Japan. I guess somewhere in the center of the country? Let's start by seeing what's over in that direction. If you're lucky, we'll find a village. If you're unlucky, well, we should still find a river.
You don't stand a chance. She didn't even blush. I'm not going for a Shotokan. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, we've been walking for an hour, and so far, the only thing we've found is a bunch of Jesus statues. Still, I bet it won't be much longer now until we find a village. Trust me, that's how it usually goes. Or that's how it usually goes.
That's usually how it goes. That's it. You could fix her.
No, are you okay, Delivery Matt? Did you want to take a break? I must have been walking pretty quickly.
This is nothing compared to America. Sure.
Huh? You mean you've crossed that whole continent? That's amazing. Even I got tired just crossing the western part of it. Still, you know what America's like, huh? That country is really huge. Although, if you can handle that much land, that means you can also handle me dragging you along. That means you can also handle me dragging you along kind of rough, right?
What? Okay.
Anyway, I guess I should save my energy and just hush a bit, right? Huh?
Wait.
If you can handle that much land.
I don't know if that's just the way that she speaks, or if it's actual grammatical errors, or if it's just actually her speech pattern.
Anyway, I guess I should save my energy and just hush a bit. Huh?
I should.
So, let's take it nice and easy while we walk. Luckily, the sky is a beautiful blue today. I'm still hungry since I lost my rice bowl, but I can make do as long as the sky is nice and blue like this.
Why not both? Sure. You sure do like blue skies, don't you, Musashi?
I do. America's sky was beautiful too. But there's just something about it here that I really love.
So the Musashi event was in America then, I'm guessing, considering they're talking about America a lot. Even in the trial quest they did.
Like it has a kind of depth to it. No, that's not right. If anything, this sky seems more pliable. America's sky was so pretty you could feel your thoughts emptying out as you looked at it, but not this sky.
She likes to mix in English words and Japanese, and I guess they wanted to translate, yeah, a bit of like quirkiness to her speech, I see. She said she got transported to America before. Yeah, I know. She said that she's been to a bunch of stuff, to a bunch of worlds. Just mentioned she got thrown into America. The only time we were both in America is in the Vegas event. Okay. Yeah, I know. She's been to a bunch of worlds. She's just been talking about America a lot. That's why I'm saying it. Okay.
Feels like I could pull you into it to a point where it's actually kind of scary. That's one of the things I love about it. I guess part of that has to do with my memories of watching it as a child, though. Hey, I can see someone. Looks like we got lucky, and someone's coming this way. I wonder if they're from around here. This should work out well. We can ask them everything we want to know.
Oh, hi.
Hi there. What are you two doing in the rice fields? I can tell you're not from around here. Are you travelers? Where did you come from? That's right. I'm a traveling swordsman. Oh, swordswoman. And the fact that we understand each other just goes to show that this really is Japan.
Well, speech hasn't been a problem so far, so... I guess if she's alive, then speech would be a problem. Well, Biddy didn't have any kind of problems with speech. Even he was alive.
I can't easily explain where I come from, but I was born in a town called Ohara in the Mimasaka province. Have you heard of it? It's home to Kinmitsu Temple. Never mind. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm Musashi. Miyamoto Musashi. My real name is a bit longer than that, but that'll do for now. What about you, miss? What's your name? It's so nice of you to help out by watching that baby. Is he your little brother? Are you his big sister? Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. You're a woman samurai, and you're so pretty. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Your costume is really pretty too. Are you from Edo?
Edo.
Huh? Me? Pretty? Did you hear that, delivery man? She called me pretty.
Is it really a costume though?
Yeah, I know. I knew what you meant. I like this kimono a lot myself, after all. You're right. I should have known a wild woman going around swinging to katana like me would never be pretty to anyone.
I'm not sure how I feel about Musashi yet.
Anyway, thank you for the compliment. Oh, my name is Unui, and this is my little brother, Tasuke.
Guguga. Peekaboo.
Wow, delivery man. I didn't know you were so good with babies. I'm impressed. I like babies. Oh, and kids too.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. Get that baby away from her.
But I'm just no good at looking after them. Whenever they cry, I end up wanting to cry with them. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Onui, you mentioned Edo, right? It sounds like it's a major city.
Pum 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 pum.
That would put us in the same time period I was in before, during the Tokugawa shogunate's reign.
The Edo period? That's still a range of a few hundred years. Well, I can tell you where we are. We're in 1639.
Wait, the Tokugawa shogunate lasts for that long? Oh man, now I really wish I enlisted. Are you going to Edo? Edo, Miss Samurai? Or to Toke Castle? Toke Castle? Uh-huh. If that's where you're headed, it's just a half day's walk along the highway. That would mean it's the Kazusa province. So we must be in the eastern part of the country.
Do we know what year Musashi was born in?
So we must be in the eastern part of the province of the country. No, this is the Shimosa province.
Oh, Shimosa!
Is that so?
1584. God damn, she old. Okay. She a hag. Okay.
There's a real big town all around the castle. It's much bigger than our village.
He's old? I guess so. I mean, I'm gonna assume that they were born probably at the same time, just like had different stories growing up, but maybe not. Because they were born to like the same father and stuff, right? Just they treated them differently.
Wait, huh? Hold on. I could have sworn that Toke Castle was in Kazusa, and that it was abandoned during the Toyotomi reign. I don't remember it being big enough to have its own town either. This is all very different than I remember. Say, Onui, Lord Tokugawa is the ruler of Edo, right? That's right. His name is Tokugawa Ie. Ie something.
Iematsu? Iemitsu.
His name is Tokugawa Iemitsu.
Gaga.
So this is Iemitsu's reign. Even so, the Toke Castle should still be in Kazusa and still be abandoned to boot. Maybe this is part of that.
Part of what? Okay, can I ask something? As long as it's not spoilers. If it's spoilers, don't answer it. Just smile. But when she's jumping walls, can she only jump in the same time period, like at the exact same time? Or can she also like jump further ahead or back in time? Or is it always the same time, just in a different parallel world?
Sometime.
Random? Okay, so the time is also completely random. Okay. Okay. So she could be like 15 here, for all we know, and just jumping forward to 1639. Okay. So she's not like 50 something, 55 here. Okay. Different time and world. Okay. Yuppers. Good to know.
Sometimes, the history of worlds I wander into differs slightly from the history of my own world. That's probably what's going on here. How about in your time? Is Toki Castle part of Kasasa? Was it a proper castle even during the Tokugawa reign?
Sorry, I have no idea. I have no idea. I do not know Japanese history or mythology or anything like that, so...
Right, of course. Sorry, I should have known better than to ask. At any rate, this is good. We now know that this is the Tokugawa reign under the Tokugawa Iemitsu, and that we're somewhere in the Shimosa province. This girl was pretty quick and confident in her answers, so there's no reason to doubt her. I think we've made a lot of progress. Things are going so well, it almost seems wrong. Usually I end up having to fend off burglars before I meet a single decent person. Hell, most of the time, I have to cross mountains before I even learn the name of whatever place I happen to cross.
You have some incredibly bad luck, don't you?
I know, right? More often than not, the only people who'll talk to me are bandits. Good thing for me that you're here this time, Delivery Matt. That was just my stomach growling. I guess that's what happens when you haven't eaten anything for 2 days straight. Say, Onui, is there a tea house anywhere around here?
Yeah, exactly. 61 is pretty long, yeah.
There's a tea house on the other side of the village. Oh, but my grandpa's...
Hermitage? Hermitage? What the?
He's a lot closer. That's where Tasuke and I come from.
Goo goo gaga.
Say, pretty samurai lady, weird kimono guy.
Weird kimono.
Would you two like to come to my grandma's hermitage? I could make you tea. You know how to make tea, Onui? So you know how to do housework as well as watch your brother, huh? What a responsible young girl you are. I'm proud of you. Anyway, please follow me and... I know this feeling.
That can't be good.
There are monsters nearby. Onui, get away from the cute guy in the weird kimono. I mean, get away from Delivery Mat. Oh gosh. The sky went all dark. Is this... What?
Oh, actually, wah.
There. It's okay, Tasuke. Nothing to be afraid of. Well, maybe a little, but it'll be okay.
You're right. There's nothing to be afraid of.
That voice. That's not the kind of voice any child should have to hear. Onui, I want you to close your eyes and plug your ears. Children might see ghosts sometimes, but they should never have to see a real monster. Especially not during Iemitsu's reign. Widespread war should be gone by this period. Children shouldn't have to see people dying, to hear bodies being torn apart. For that matter, they shouldn't have to see me using my swords either.
Let's go.
Looks like my luck is just as terrible as ever. running into this in the mountains at night is one thing, but if they're showing up in broad daylight, things must be really bad in this time period. You there, evil spirit. I won't ask who or what you are, or why you lost your way in the first place. I'm no monk, and I have no desire to hear your grudge or chant a prayer for you. If you disappear here and now, I won't even raise my katana against you. But if you turn those rotting eyes of yours to the living, all bets are off. I especially won't have you looking at Onui or Tasuke.
Musashi no Kami, will you help us?
Of course, this evil spirit is made of pure bloodlust, and I'll take care of it. The children's lives could be endangered, or for that matter, your life.
I'll fight with you. I can back you up.
That's great to hear. You haven't changed a bit, Deliver Matt. I knew I could trust you. No, more than that, you truly deserve respect after all. I moved to protect the children before I even said anything, whereas my first move was to take up my katana. Oh well, that is who I am. No sense feeling bad about it. I'm a swordsman, so I may as well act like one.
Yeah, I mean, and also, I don't really have a weapon to pick up. So...
I'm perfectly fine facing down evil spirits. Since the sun isn't keeping you at bay, I'll just have to do it myself. The path of the void demands that souls devoid of flesh be cut away from this world. With my 2 katana, I shall do just that.
Okay. Okay, I will see. I probably want to generate... What's my MP even on Musashi? Is it single enemy? Kind of want to generate MP right now. Over Buster. It should... Oh my god, I forgot. She's so weak. She does not do damage. Oh, it's enough. Nice. Dark Warrior. I'm not used to these numbers. I'm used to actual big numbers. You got this. Get used to it. Ugh. Dun, dun, dun. Her MP lacks the splitting into 2 from the enemy's POV. The what now? Are the Sky and Evil Spirits connected somehow? Like the servant version has. Oh, I don't remember what the servant version MP looks like. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, good to know. So it's a bit different from the servant version, Musashi. Cool.
It looks like the spirits are all gone now. Wow, I can't believe it. That was amazing. You're so strong, Miss Samurai. At first I thought those were ghosts, but since you were able to get rid of them, and you're not a monk, I wonder if they're actually bandits or burglars or something.
Gaga.
Oh, yeah, they did say that. I remember. Back when Mom and Dad were still alive.
Lama.
I see. So they're orphans. They always said to be careful at night, because lots of bad things show up then. I don't remember if Mom and Dad said anything about shadowy things showing up when it was really cloudy. But But I know they told us what happens at night. Grandpa said so too.
Oh, that's what happens at night.
Grandpa. Now I see. So they still have a grandfather. He sounds very kind too.
Just pointing this out instead of at the end with Melt. Okay, yeah. Fair. Robert, fair.
Although, I still don't know why bandits showed up here. And when it's not even night. They didn't look like bandits to me. What about you?
They did not look like bandits at all.
Right? Either way, now we know they show up so often that they get mistaken for bandits. So there's a castle that's not supposed to be here, and evil spirits stalking fields like wild animals. I wandered into time periods like that before, but this one seems especially dangerous. It looks to be as bad as Onigashima, where we first met, or maybe even worse. Anyway, for now, let's go pay Unui's house a visit. I'm still hungry, and we have to get her and Tasuke back home safely.
Might as well.
Those dark things don't show up in Grandpa's hermitage or the village, not even at night. I'd never even seen one before. You hadn't either, right, Tasuke?
Ooh, God.
See?
By the way, I'm just doing this arrow and then I'm wrapping it up for today. So doing the first section, just dipping our toes into Shimosa.
That may be what Onui told us. But things might be different from what she's used to now. First it got dark again. And there are definitely more monsters nearby too.
Why so many evil spirits in this Edo period?
Seriously, what's going on here anyway?
You should go back and rewatch Agartha then, or watch Agartha then, Zeno. You have VODs to watch. Don't worry.
Enough of these things, making me look bad by showing up right after I say they've all been taken care of. And that wasn't bad enough. There's even more of them now.
Sorry, Musashi. We can't rest up now.
Oh, I thought it was strange that no one else had showed up yet. Is that technique of yours not working right or something?
He watched the fights and I sent him the timestamps where you lost your shit at Fergus's speech. Don't worry, he saw the important parts. But what about the Stolfo and Dion parts?
Well, if not, that's fine. It keeps things nice and simple. I may be so hungry that I'm about to collapse, but I still have an example to set. This time, I'll make sure to cut them down to such a small size that they'll never come back again. Delivery man, get down.
Nice. Okay. Oh, it's that guy. What the fuck is his name? Let's see. It looks as though I've materialized in this world for reasons unknown. Now I find myself in Shimosa. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw monsters just appearing and attacking people left and right whenever the sky grew dark. He's like, I don't know how many stars he has, but he's 1 to 3 because I remember seeing him in my friendship summons, right? I think so. I think that's the guy, if I have my silhouette correct. So when I found one, I would rip them to shreds with my spear. And now, after traveling the land and showing numberless scores of them, I find myself in the presence of a beautiful swordsman accompanied by a child, a baby, and a young man dressed in strange clothing. Pray tell, how did this come to be?
Whoa, who's this guy? Who's this guy? He obliterated those spirits with just a single thrust of his spear.
Inshun, that's it.
The way he holds his spear, his gait, his torso, his build, his breathing, compared to him, those spirits might as well have been kittens. Oh well, I guess I better say something. I can tell you're a skilled fighter from the way you mow down those spirits with a single spear strike. Are you the powerful warrior I've been hearing about?
That's it. Well now, well now. Hozo in Inshun. I wasn't expecting you to answer my question with a question of your own. A powerful warrior, It seems I'm one of the heroic spirits that have left their mark on humanity, but I still find that hard to believe. I find quite a bit of knowledge has been stuffed into this head of mine. But none of it answers any truly important questions. For what purpose was I summoned here? Where's the one who summoned me? I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. For the moment, I should tell you my name. I'm Hozo in Inshun. I've studied my Buddhism in the spear directly under Master Ine, the founder of Hozo-in style Sojutsu. Hozo in Inshun. Right you are. Thank you for saying so, young one. I'm indeed Hozo in Inshun, merely passing by.
So you're a monk? Wow, you're even stronger than those dark bandits.
Goo goo gaw. Bandits? Were those bandits just now? As near as I could tell, they were nothing more than evil spirits. This guy was sick in Vagabond. Oh, was he he was in Musashi's story then? Okay.
I think so too. If those are bandits, then all of Japan would be overrun by... Wait a sec, did I hear you right? Are you the real Inshun? As in the Hozo in Inshun? The strongest Jumonji spear wielder who ever lived? The man who reinstated the Hozo in style Sojutsu after Lord Ine passed on?
You are speaking words.
The same Hozo in Inshun whose skill with the spear even allowed him to step into the realm of gods and the Buddha himself?
Ah, yes, I believe I'm that Inshun. I've certainly never gone by any other name. What about you? It's rare to see a woman carrying katana, and they do not appear to be mere decoration. This feeling you impart. You do not possess the unique air of a heroic spirit, but I cannot help but sense something familiar about you. I see, you're a swordsman.
Familiar, huh? I never managed to meet him before. In all my travels across different timelines in Japan, I never once came across Lord Inshun while he was still alive.
The way it sounded so sarcastic.
He's an unparalleled genius with a spear, so much so that other warrior monks who ordinarily have no interest in who the strongest of them is talked about him in hushed, even reverent tones. I never imagined I would finally end up meeting him in a place like this. Still. Yeah, right now the liver met and the two other come first. My own interests can wait until later. Let me thank you once again for your help earlier. I was incredibly impressed by your skill with the spear. There can be no doubt that you are the Hozo in Inshun, the star pupil of the Hozo in School of Sojutsu. A warrior monk said to be invincible once he takes up his Jumonji spear. Although I was under the impression that you would be quite a bit older in this time period.
Ah, is that why you weren't sure about me? I apologize for that. There's a very good reason that why I'm younger than you expected. It's because I'm a servant. Yeah, he said he was summoned here.
Servant? Oh, you mean the kind of servant Delivery Man talks about sometimes? I believe he describes them as shadows of figures from fiction and history that materialize in this world to aid him in battle. I see. So you're one of those then?
Indeed. Thus, I cannot see why you may be on your guard, as we servants are not exactly everyday occurrences. But you're hardly without blame either. I heard you rattling your sword, attempting to provoke my ire. I cannot commend your actions. Had those children not been present, I would already have answered such provocation.
Sorry about that. It's a habit of mine. Whenever I meet an opponent who seems formidable, I end up goading them into a duel. But I guess I missed my chance thanks to you. Seems like now's not the best time to compare skills.
I see. That is at once fortunate and very much the opposite. I too have no wish to kill a swordsman who can be reasoned with. All the more if she is as beautiful as you are. I may be sworn to celibacy, but that would still be a terrible shame.
I agree. After seeing that smile, I'd really like it if we could be friends.
I kinda like this guy. He gives off a good first impression. I'll do this arrow and that's it for today. It's fine.
I'm sorry for not properly introducing myself earlier. I'm Miyamoto Musashi. As you can see, I'm indeed a traveling swordsman.
I'm sorry? Did you say Musashi?
That's right, Musashi. Musashi!
Guga. Haha, Miyamoto Musashi, eh? As in Shinmen Musashi no Kami Fujiwara no Harunobu.
Yep, that's me.
Now I see. I had no idea that the famed Musashi was a woman. Forgive me for laughing like that. It was very rude of me. I was just really surprised. What a strange twist of history. I spent my life walking both the paths of the Buddha and the spear. But nothing prepared me for the surprises that this new hollow life would have in store. What a great pleasure this has been to have my expectation upturned like this. Wait, this is wrong. You're a far cry from the Musashi that I know. You there, young man. You know who Musashi is supposed to be, right? I know what you mean, man. I getcha. It's fate. Don't worry about it.
This is just like what happened when I first met you, Delivery Man. What's with the me from other worlds? Anyway, I'm afraid I don't have any other way to explain it. I just happen to be a Musashi who's a little different from the one you're familiar with.
I see. Indeed. I do have some familiarity with the Shinmen Musashi. At the very least, I can say with confidence that he was not a woman. What a sentence. Could it be that you inherited his name? I doubt he had a daughter, but might she perhaps have been his disciple at some point?
My father was Shinmen Munisai. Come to think of it, I guess he was technically my master too.
I see.
Yep.
Then you say you truly are Shinmen Musashi.
Though I'd already said so, I didn't want to explain because I thought it might be confusing. But I think I'm actually from a different history. Really, a different world than the one you all know. Do you get what I mean?
A different history. You had told me that. If you had told me that while I was alive, I probably would have said you were speaking nonsense, but now... Very well then, Lady Musashi. Let me ask you this. Are you familiar with the one Takada Matabe?
You mean Matabe the Spearman? How do you know about... Oh, right. Come to think of it, he studied Hozoin-style Sojutsu, didn't he? I think that when we fought, he had already opened his own school. Anyway, what about him?
Takata Matabe and I studied under the same master. And Matabe claimed he had crossed swords with Shimosa Musashi. In which case, I've got a bad feeling. Dun 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 dun.
Looks like your instincts were right on the mark. The leader met. Way to go.
Tusk. Whatever happened to the rule of law in this land. Nonetheless, this is a good opportunity. Musashi, we could merely talk about this all we want to no avail, but as warriors, we have other, far clearer ways to communicate than words alone.
Indeed. I'd hate to be taken lightly just because I've got 10 arms. You're more hard-headed than you seem, aren't you, Lord Inshun? I suppose now's as good a time as any to prove who I am with my swords.
We can only proceed so far with doubts fogging our minds. As such, there's only one path left for us.
Alright, Lord Inshun, why don't you take the right side? Shall we say whoever slaughters the most spirits is the winner?
I heartily agree. That quick thinking is indeed the Shinmei Musashi I know. Was the Edo period this lawless?
Huh? What's going on? Honui, I want you to stick close to the delivery mat again. Make sure you don't move from his side. Okay.
Guguga.
You're such a good little boy, Sasuke. Don't cry now. This will be all over soon. There you are, evil spirits. Just this once. I'm glad you don't know when to give up.
Such ferocity. Most men would soil their pants at the sight of such creatures, yet you yearn to fight. At this point, I'm already willing to believe you're one who say you are, but I'll be damned if I miss this chance to compare our skills firsthand. You there, young man. Make sure you keep careful track of which of us defeats more spirits. Okay, Legolas and Gimli. Wow. Inshun is a solo unit of all time. That's what I like to see. Go, my lord. Wow. Holy damage. Why does his extra attack do so much more than anything else combined? Can you stop critting me? Bro is even Grell, but can't have his third skill, true. If you didn't know, extra attacks from a single color Brave Chain do more damage. I did not know that. I did not know that. Wow, okay. Cool. Crit? Nice. So an Arts Quick or Buster Brave Chain do extra damage. Oh. Who would have thought? Do you think I can one-shot it? Holy, what the fuck?
This is it.
It's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I can just imagine the only reason why I wouldn't never use him is because Cool Answer is just so much better. It's just a better version of him.
Not yet, it isn't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Phew. I guess you really can't put any stock in rumors. Unparalleled with the spear doesn't come close to doing your skill justice. It would even be an insult to call you the greatest of all time.
Damn. In a world of cool, he's the dog.
Every thrust of your spear, every sweep, every strike, every slash would be ultimate finishing blows for any other fighter. To be honest, watching you fight up close gave me chills. It was so beautiful I could hardly believe it.
Qin Liang, you more than Inshun for souls and stuff? I kind of want to build her. Or when someone can move guts. True.
No one, at any point in Japan's history, has ever wielded a spear with such absolute perfection.
Also, Zeno, that was not my fault. Your grandpa there dying was not my fault. That was just that felt personal.
The depth of your mindfulness and technique, the way your spear cut through the air with only the bare minimum distance required, the sheer mastery of your form with not a single movement wasted, I still have a long way to go in comparison.
Qin Liangyu is very niche, but when she's useful, she's useful. Nice. You saw Phoenix removing guts before? Okay, maybe I saw it, but I didn't register it. So in my defense, I'm dumb. So in my defense, it's not my fault.
Incredible. You win. No doubt about it. It's been an honor to witness your skill up close, Lord Inshun. Seriously, that was awesome. The art of the Hozoin school was even greater than I had imagined.
I see. So that's how I seem to you, eh? In that case, I think I can finally accept this. Exactly, Kev. Streamer brain. Oh, I don't mean your identity. I mean myself as a so-called servant. To be honest, even after I learned about heroic spirits and servants, I was unsure whether I was fit to be one myself. But if a swordsman of your caliber has admitted defeat, I can accept that I'm worthy to be a heroic spirit. I'm the one who should be thanking you, Shinman Musashi. You've proven beyond all doubt how capable women warriors can be.
Hey, he called you Musashi.
This giving me Fergus flashbacks.
So he did. He even thanked me, even though I don't deserve it. Lord Inshun is truly as great as the spear he wields. I appreciate that. But can I set the record straight about one thing? Just because I've declared you the victor doesn't mean I lost. Isn't that right, Delivermat? I never said I had lost, did I?
No, you didn't. I see. Yes, now that you mention it, you're right. The Musashi I know would never readily admit defeat. Indeed, you're without a doubt Shinman Musashi. Both your skills and your speech prove it.
That's the second time. Since our contest to see whether I am truly Musashi has been settled as well. Yep, there's twice. You said Shinman Musashi twice.
So you agree she's Musashi then? He already said it. I see. So I've called you that twice, have I? Well done, I make a 1-hour contest of skill, but it seems I've lost in what truly mattered. I don't recall ever refusing to acknowledge you for who you are, but let me make it official. Magnificently played, Lady Musashi. Now, at last, I know what kind of situation I found myself in. I'm a servant who has been summoned to this place, and that young man there is one of few in this time who know what servants are. If this is not fate, then nothing is. Please, will you tell me everything you can about yourselves? I may be Hozo in Inshun, but I have no idea as to who summoned me here. Unmei. I see. Chaldea, is it? I'm afraid I understood perhaps half of what you told me at best, Lady Musashi, but I understand what delivery man has had to say well enough. I have no connection to this Chaldea place whatsoever. Therefore, I must be an inhuman being who has appeared here for some other reason.
You're not human?
Servants are people too. They're like extra amazing people.
Amazing people. Then they're samurai? But Mr. Inshun is a monk, isn't he?
There I am. No matter what else I may be, I shall always be a monk.
Okay. I understand that you're the same kind of person as the people delivery met summoned the last time we met. But is there someone controlling you? Or did you just pop right out of the grave all on your whatever?
I'm not dead. Although I suppose the art that summoned me is as black as those that create undead. So perhaps we are more similar than I would like. At any rate, as far as I can remember, I materialized here as a lancer about 2 days ago. I have no idea whether or not I have a master. All I know is that when I came to, I was standing alone at the edge of the Katori Shrine grounds. I was given very little knowledge during my summoning. I only know that this is the 16th century Kane in which Tokugawa Iemitsu reigns, and that we are in the Shimosa province. That puts us in Chiba Prefecture. Thank you.
Chiba Prefecture? Chiba Prefecture?
Indeed. I know where we are and when we are, but nothing more. Again, I have no idea whatsoever as to why I was summoned to begin with. Nonetheless, when I came to, I had an ominous premonition. The hairs on the back of my neck stood up, warning me not to remain a moment longer. So I left Katori Shrine and wandered around, slaying the spirits that appeared at night and when the sky grew dark.
And that's when you met us, eh? Glad you have made it here safe and sound, Lord Inshun. I mean, you've been walking around these mountains and fields for a whole 2 days before without anything to eat or drink, right? I've done that myself at times, so I know how hard it is. Especially since that's the exact same situation I'm in right now myself.
Well, he's a servant, Musashi.
I really need to eat something before my stomach turns itself inside out. You do? All I have is some water in my bamboo flask. I'm sorry I don't have anything else, Mr. Monk.
Goo.
But if you can come to my grandma's hermitage, we can treat it to rice balls.
That's most kind of you. But worry not, this form of mine is fleeting, transient. I have no need of food or drink. Feel free to drink the water yourselves.
Uh-oh. Is she going to cry?
On second thought, it appears I spoke too soon. There's no creature on earth that does not get thirsty after all. In fact, I just realized how thirsty I am. Very well, Onoi. I gladly accept your kind offer.
Okay. There we go. But man, that's unbelievable. I can't imagine being able to fight after going an entire day without a drop of water.
That's really what it means to be a heroic spirit, or a servant. For that matter, you seem fully capable of much the same feat yourself.
Yeah, I guess. I just think it's amazing how you never get hungry.
There may be a holy grail somewhere in Shimosa.
Holy Grail?
That's why he's a Buddhist monk and not a Buddha. All for is transient and fleeting. We all don't need food, water. True. Wake up, sheeple. True. Holy Grail. It's a goblet associated with the Western saints. An object said to be derived from the great cauldrons used by ancient foreign gods. I'm glad he got all the knowledge from the throne. So he can do the explaining. They possess immense power and are capable of granting wishes and performing miraculous feats with ease. In essence, they're omnipotent wish granters. With all these wicked creatures running rampant, it's indeed possible that there is a holy grail here. Someone may have obtained it, and may be using its power to bring these creatures into the world. Counterforce summon them to be exposition, exactly. If that's the case, I have to do something.
You have to do something, huh? That would mean going home a lot later. Are you okay with that?
Not really, but I still have to do something.
So the needs of the many and all that, huh? You're so young, yet you're already separating your own problems from the ones of those around you. I guess I got no choice but to stick around and help you out then. I can't very well be the only one not bothering, because it sounds like too much trouble after you've gone and said something like that after all. As I said, we don't meet people by accident. They're meant to cross our paths for a reason. Or maybe we've come too far to turn back now. Is better here?
God damn this section. Whoo, this arrow.
This thing presumably causing trouble is called a Holy Grail, right? So if there's someone here up to no good with it, you just need to teach them a lesson before heading back to Chaldea, right?
You mean you'll help me, Musashi?
Of course I will. Besides, I love helping out kitties like you.
Woo!
If anything, I've been waiting for you to ask. If you're okay with my help, I'll gladly stick with you to the end.
You truly are different from Musashi, I know, in many ways. He would never help anyone for free. Oh, my apologies. I did not mean to imply that you were either a man or an imposter. You are your own Miyamoto Musashi, with your own inimitable Niten Ichiryu swordsmanship. We started this arrow 56 minutes ago. That's kind of wild. I think it was this section, not this arrow, right? That aside, young delivery man, your fortitude is most impressive, especially given your age. It's just harder to look the other way. I see, you're a good person, and a hardy one at that. I can see why you and Lady Musashi get along so well. It's wonderful to see.
Wonderful. Hey, what are you all talking about?
Oh, just boring grown-up talk. No need to worry about all that if you didn't understand.
Oh, okay. At any rate, it's terrible that someone has seen fit to summon monsters here, especially after the Tokugawa reign only just brought Japan's period of war to an end. I don't know what they're after, but they must have a lot of time on their hands.
It's still too soon to say anything for certain, but I won't rule it out. This arrow is only 31 minutes ago. Nice. Regardless, transient form or not, the fact remains that I have come back to life. As such, I must use my spear to help those suffering from those circumstances beyond their control. I believe that to be nothing less than the reason why I was given new life. Nope. But, if I'm being fully truthful, there's another more selfish reason. I've now another chance to wield my spear, and there's no better target to use it on than these creatures plaguing innocent people.
Is that so?
You're a pretty cool guy, Inshun. You are. Am I? You are. At any rate, there are matters we must discuss, Musashi, delivery man. We do not know if you two have some connection to these creatures playing Shimosa, or if your presence here is mere coincidence. However, after speaking with you and fighting by your side, I've made up my mind. I see that you are worthy of my trust. As such, I won't insist that you accompany me, but I would suggest that we begin by getting Onui and Tasuke back to this hermitage place safely. We can plan our next move after that. Is that acceptable? Good point.
I was already planning to continue walking with Delivermat and to take Onui and Tasuke home.
Oh, what's up, Noah?
Okay, Lord Inshun. It may only be for a short while, but I'm glad to have you accompanying us all the same.
Likewise. No way! The arrow's actually over! The hell? Yeah. It's finally over! I didn't think this day would come, actually. Anyways, okay, yeah, as I said, I'm gonna wrap it up right now. Pseudo-parallel world. LB6 is gonna be 36 streams? Probably, yeah. Probably. Anyways. Okay, that's an interesting start to this. So wait, let me ask you guys a question. This Inshun here. I'm pretty sure this is not spoilers, but this Inshun here is the same Inshun, is basically the Inshun from our history, right? Our world's history. And it's not a parallel Inshun, from what we know. Is that correct? Doesn't matter, kinda. Well, I'm just wondering whether servants from our history can be summoned into this parallel world. Right? That's all I'm wondering. As far as we can tell, yes. Okay. So so servants from our world can be summoned into this parallel world. Okay. Okay. Good. That's why I was wondering that, you know, because we don't have access right now to summon our servants, it seems like, but yeah, okay. Cool, good to know, good to know. What else was I gonna talk about? So there's a lot of, obviously, this story feels like it's gonna be going fully into the entire Musashi story. I know nothing about it. I haven't read Vagabond, which I know that that's a story of Musashi. I don't know how truthful that is to actual Musashi and how much fantasy there is in that. But either way, I don't know any of it. So I don't know anything about like Musashi, and I just barely know anything about Japanese history and mythology. So this is gonna be very new to me. So I'm sure all of the names that they're gonna drop here are gonna be completely new to me, so I guess we'll find out. I can imagine that if you know a lot about it, or for the Japanese crowd, this would be like, this would be insane. This would be cocaine, right? But yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be a good story. Haven't read any Musashi things, and this story is still peak. Okay, nice. Good to know that it doesn't rely on you knowing anything about it, right? Because they could have easily done that, because it is written by, obviously, by a Japanese team and stuff like that. So I feel like the story of Musashi and stuff like that are probably known to basically everyone in Japan. So yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Luna. Because I was thinking of Bishonen, right? Which that one was the Bishonen story that we got in the event. That one felt like it was just fan service for the Japanese history buffs, and I didn't really care much about that one. So good to know that it's still good even regardless. Bishonen had Bunyan, it was meant to fail. That's crazy. Anyways. Yeah, in 7 minutes, the video is gonna go up of my reaction to Gigax video. So if you're interested in that, that's gonna be up in 7 minutes, or 6 minutes now. So yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for joining. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about this. Tomorrow. There's a chance, actually almost 100% chance that there's not gonna be a stream tomorrow, just because I have a lunch scheduled at around streaming time. So maybe if I finish up the lunch early, then maybe I'm gonna be streaming late for like an hour or two, but there's a big chance that there's not gonna be a stream tomorrow. Just a heads up. Sorry, Zeno. I know that you're ready to jump into the story, but yeah, there's a big probability that there's gonna be no stream tomorrow, and there's gonna be a next stream on Thursday. So just a heads up for that. But we'll see. Anyways, thank you guys for joining, and I will see you in the next stream, probably Thursday, or Tuesday. Sorry, not Thursday, Tuesday. Probably Tuesday, but maybe 5% chance that maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Anyways, yeah, see you in that one. Thank you for joining. Bye, guys. Bye, guys.